Welcome.
What up, everybody? We're here on our episode 2.
Try to find episode 1.
Good luck. It's going to be a
secret episode.
Treasure hunt.
Send money to our PayPal. We'll release you the link to episode 1. Special
OnlyFans.
Guests only. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yes.
That's what it would be at.
So, episode 2-1 for you.
Okay, we're gonna try to be a lot funnier this time.
No, we're just gonna be funnier.
We're just gonna be funnier,
or whatever.
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It is Sunday, so it is late. We are going to work tomorrow, and honestly, setting up this thing was a lot. It has been a little bit draining. Because
there's no studio. If there's a studio, you can just set it up and leave it as is, right?
Right, and just come back right to it.
But, hey, this is not we got a tree and some paint on the wall. It's a good studio for now.
Yeah. So we're going to go through a few more questions and see where this goes. Hopefully it's going to be...
worthy of your attention and your time, because we're putting our time in. We've already doubled the time with however long this is going to take. We've already put in this spending setting up this shit, so you don't see what's behind us. There's 15 cameras, 20 lights, 3 producers, 2 directors. No, it's not true, but
yeah,
a lot of time.
Anyway, so Sam, I saw you posting some recent stuff on your Evos with some transfer cases. So what happened with that guy and his transfer case?
Oh,
and then why did it smell so bad when you talked about that?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
dude, I got the car. I never really do work for other people, but I got a friend who's been selling Evos at his dealership, and he sold one to a guy, and I had the parts, and he needed someone to fix it, so I sold him the parts, and I'm fixing the car for him. So I'm making good money just doing that. So the guy, his customer brings me the car, and I can already tell it's fucked. Like, there's no fill plug where you fill the oil on the transfer case, so everything came out.
Was it already out? Because he would.
By the time he made it to me, it was empty.
He got it from the dealership.
Yeah, right. He already drove it from Seattle to Wenatchee, which is, I don't know, maybe 100 miles, and back. So it was whining, which I knew instantly when the car is whining, it's a transfer case, or could be, I guess, transmission as well. But he makes it to my house. It's not even, fourth gear isn't working anymore, and you can't even get it in reverse in first gear. It just grinds like crazy, sitting still, trying to get it in the gear. And I'm like, your shit's fucked. So we put it on the lift. I see there's no fill plug on the transfer case, so I know it's empty of oil. There's like the exhaust goes under the transfer case, and you can see where it just burned, like the oil on the exhaust. It looks like it crisped on there. And then the transmission had a tenth of the oil it needed in it. So I knew it was toast. I opened up the transfer case, and it just smelled like a metal fire. Like a dirty metal fire. I opened it up, and the whole shop stinks.
So in this kind of case, since he bought it from a dealership, who's responsible for that?
Oh, the dealer's paying for it.
The dealer's paying for everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're paying me for the parts, transmission, and then transfer case, and then for the labor.
Okay.
So that's cool. I've never done that before. I don't like working on other people's cars, but it was the opportunity to sell a couple parts plus make a little money for labor.
Yeah.
And then not have to spend any money like I usually do.
Yeah.
So
I saw that you installed those lights in your place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked pretty nice.
Oh, yeah. You got some over here, I saw.
Yeah, I know. But it doesn't look as nice as yours, obviously.
Well, you got the wrong kind.
The wrong kind of lights.
You get them too bright. It's like cars, I guess the brighter the lights, the better it looks, but...
Yeah. Your shop's starting to look like a studio.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe we'll do a podcast there.
Right, there you go.
No, it's a bit big, I think, and a bit cold.
Yeah, there may be some echoing issues, but, I mean, as long as you block it off like a square or whatever, you can control the echo.
We can just do, like, all around soundproof besides right behind us, but right above our heads.
Yeah, it'd be like you'd have to build the whole soundproof around it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see one day. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, toast like shit parts, and then I can like reuse some of the parts as like the housing, but
So since last time we talked, which was on Halloween, you were saying you had a certain amount of followers in a certain amount of time. Since that time, how many followers have you gained so far on your Instagram profile?
I don't remember what it was then, but it's been going up ever since I focused on just Evo stuff with the Instagram. I mean, I only had like 500 and 550, 540 followers because it's just, I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just posting some pictures and that's it. But eventually I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on only Evo stuff with this page and then post pictures and, it's just some videos every now and then of like working on stuff and like, oh, here's some tips and tricks, whatever. And it's gone up to like 820 something now pretty quick, but I'm not even doing much really.
Well, it seems like you're posting daily.
Yeah, no, it's not daily. It's not stories daily, posts not very often.
Are you using some type of strategy, or
no, not really?
Just going winging it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you scheduling posts?
No,
no,
not at all.
They're all just like.
No, I don't want to like be like slave to it.
Okay.
Right. Like that's not what's making me the money.
Yeah.
Like hopefully it will one day.
No,
I'm not gonna go waste my time right now without it having any guarantees.
Yeah, just
it's not the main thing.
For us, our Instagram page at the shop, it's a lot of work to post even like once a day or whatever. So
I think you're better off just do something really good, like have the work you do be really good, and then people will follow.
Yeah.
Right.
No, we get some customers off Instagram. Just we got about 1,000 followers, but
yeah. Like some small stuff, people ask me for like certain parts and stuff. Or I've sold, maybe one or two cars on there. So it's nothing crazy, but you can see it. Like it has some potential.
Yeah.
But I don't want to focus too much time because you can waste so much time. I mean, it can be in the shop. I need to get this project done, but instead I'm sitting on Instagram wasting my time.
Right.
Like there's one that's much more important, which is do what you actually have to do. The actual work. The Instagram shit is just
marketing.
Yeah, it's just extra.
No, but it is marketing, and that's how the next customer comes in.
Yeah.
But when it gets really complex, you have to schedule it out, and then it turns into a full-time job just doing the marketing piece.
Yeah,
which is what the marketing firms do or whatever. But we can't do that because we're small time, and when you're small business time, it means you just got to put on that other hat and then do it yourself. So
yeah. It just takes more time though. So it's like, you put enough time into it, and then eventually you just see, okay, it's growing. I'll put more effort into it, and if it doesn't go anywhere, then it's not the right thing.
Yeah,
but
I feel like
it works a little bit.
I've noticed that since I don't know, maybe about 2008, 2009, as the social media or as our phones became more involved in our lives. The business environment is changing a little bit for the average entrepreneur. A lot more people are trying to be more entrepreneurial, and it's a lot easier for them to market their own skills versus having to rely on a actual business operation to invest in marketing, because now you can post on Instagram and get customers from Instagram, or before it used to be Craigslist. You start out, you post on Craigslist and you get jobs, but
still not too bad for cars. It's the only thing that's really
selling?
Works. Yeah. For car actual sales, that's the best way still. Unless you have something real special.
You think it got better when they changed it to they made it a $5 fee?
Oh yeah, post? I think so. Yeah, because you get less spam and less bullshit. People posting cars that a bunch of fake stuff, and you get people that have to spend $5. You're gonna make it good.
Yeah, there's
going to be less crap.
All the crap went to Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook and OfferUp.
Yeah, Facebook and OfferUp. Yep. Mm-hmm.
If you want a place to get shit for cheap, it's OfferUp. That's the place you can go lowball people, and you don't have to feel bad about it because it's made for that pretty much. Like if you post something on there, you're not going to sell for as much as you think you're gonna. That's just the way it is. But you can buy plenty of stuff for cheap. I don't know why it's like that. This is acceptable there.
Honestly, I think it depends because when I sell things on OfferUp, I'll just put the price, and then usually when someone tries to like negotiate, I'll just say no.
I got some good
buy
tips.
it anyway.
If you got something to sell on OfferUp, if it's over $500, you can only do local. But if let's say it's over $500, let's say it's $1,000, some car parts or I don't know, fucking Rolex. So you put it on OfferUp, and you put the price of $1, and in the main picture, edit the picture so in big and bold letters on that main picture it shows the actual price. So that first picture people see. Plus, then when people are just scrolling through the ads, all the ads only shows pictures. It doesn't show what it is or how much it is. So you just put it in the main picture, and then if it's under $500, just put $1, and in the ad you say how much the actual price is, and you can put it all over the country, so people all over the country will see it. But you cannot post something all over the country that's over $500.
Why is that?
I don't know why. They just don't let you.
Yeah. But see, you're trying to like skirt the system rules.
That's
and
smart.
If they find out,
they don't care.
They'll block your account.
I've never been blocked.
Do you know what happens?
I never got a message.
I've gotten blocked before.
Get sued?
No. They ghost your phone, and then you just don't get any messages, and you're not, like the app doesn't allow you to communicate with it.
I don't know, man. eBay is way more complicated than, or more high tech than OfferUp.
But
eBay, you can put your ad, and then you say you just want people to see what you're selling, and then there's a big audience on eBay, right? A lot of people are on there, and you can sell stuff for max amount of dollars, but they take a fee. So one way you can skirt around that is, here's my number, contact me. We'll do a private sale outside eBay, but you cannot give them your number, and they're very good at catching anyone putting their number on there. Either it's written out, or it's a picture of your number, or a link to another ad. They will catch it. So you have to, like, what I'll do is tell people, hey, search Seattle Craigslist, find me on there, message me, we'll make a good deal there.
Oh my God. What's the percentage?
10%.
It's really 10%.
And let's say you sell a lot of stuff. It's your first time on eBay. Let's say you sell 10 things. You don't pay 10% right away. After the month, they send you a bill for 10% of everything you sell. And that's just like a big hit to people.
Oh, because they don't realize that's happening.
Yeah, you don't realize it's happening until it's like, oh shit, I owe eBay $500.
Wow.
I thought I'd made a lot more money off the stuff I sold.
No,
No.
not today.
Yeah.
And then also with the online selling stuff, from what I was reading, is that if you cancel an online order and you receive the item and you just like take it back with your credit card company, the credit card company is more on your side than it is on the seller, the online
they always
seller.
are.
Yeah, and
PayPal's like that too.
Yeah, it's weird. And it's like, how do you gotta like really, so if your product was bought with stolen goods, you're gonna lose that money and you're gonna lose that product. So it's kind of like it's a big loss for online retailers, I think, e-commerce.
I mean, it's a good way to get an audience. It's a good tool, right? Yeah. eBay and online sales and stuff like that. But the problem is, yeah, they always take the buyer's side. Almost always. But you're protected because you can just tell them, send it back, they'll give you your money back, right?
Right.
But maybe they.
But if it is fraudulent, they're not gonna send it back, and then.
Well, if they don't send it back, they don't get their money back.
eBay makes it easier because you have to have an account, so they'll just block that account.
PayPal is the same. PayPal is just like eBay. They work together. I mean, they used to be the same company, but.
Is that the food?
Oh shit!
We ordered some food, so
we hungry, yo.
It's coming in at some point, and that may be it. Who else calls at this time of night?
Bitches.
Hello, Campo Cafe?
Hello, food delivery?
Yes, Samuel.
Yeah. Are you here?
I'm in front of your house.
Okay, we'll come out now.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
in
you.
front of the gate, actually.
Thank you. Bye. Don't talk to me. Who's calling me? I don't need. Oh, I am hungry, actually. We eat while we do it?
Yeah, dude. Whatever, man. It's our own rules, man. face.
I love immigrants. Free soda.
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna drink it, but egg roll.
Massive
Scoop
fucking
something.
zit on my face. God damn it.
Where?
Right there, dude. I'm like, you didn't just
Oh,
noticed it.
I mean, it's like a dual one. You can barely see it. But
Whatever, fuck it.
On the camera, it's worse. Oh, get rid of this plastic.
What is this? Do you need like like plates and shit?
You want plates?
There are paper ones in that drawer. That no. Over there, next to the microwave, right side of the microwave. And there's forks there too, if they didn't bring them.
These real forks?
Yeah. No. What the fuck do you need real forks for? God damn.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yes. Do we do a free sponsor for the
Chinese food.
Yeah, Chinese food in Covington, Washington. Look them up. Call them all. Let's help them all. The Chinese need the help. Yeah.
This is like almond sauce. Damn.
Chicken almond.
It's literally just sauce, bro.
Oh, there it is. Here. How'd you know it's almond sauce? 'Cause it
says
says
right
it on there. I was like, damn, you're smart. You used to work at a... What the... I'm supposed to eat this with. Oh, your camera's probably blocked. Shitty little egg rolls. This is the chicken almond. Okay. So the sauce is for that. Rice.
Fuck is this shit?
Some kind of shitty chicken mayam. Yum yum. Is that the food? Here. You want some of this?
No, it's fine.
Mm. Mm. I never eat Chinese food like this. Mm. Yummy, yummy.
Yeah, we want to stop right now because we wouldn't be able to understand anything. You just be like, no.
This will be slow after this. Yeah, not gonna work. I don't eat too much. If we continue that conversation, we can get into how other people can just make money on the side without a job. Because that's what it is.
You mean like sales online?
Yeah. Just like, sell your whatever. Anyone can sell whatever the hell they want, imagine this. You're very chauvinistic, like our last one, right?
Yeah.
Eric, everyone who listened to it, they're upset about it.
Upset about what? Chauvinistic?
Yeah, they're kind of like, they don't like that we're doing that, right?
Yeah.
They're against it. But it's what might keep, I'm not saying to do it on purpose, but just like an idea so you don't have to worry about it too much. That might be what brings the most people back. Like, what are these piece of shits talking about this fucking time? That's all like Facebook is, right? People react. They keep showing you stuff you keep reacting to.
Uh-huh.
And people react negatively much more than positively to anything online. So if they think we're assholes, like Trump, he says all this stupid fucking shit, he gets so much attention for it.
Uh-huh.
And that's probably what he does on purpose, knowing he's going to get attention and free coverage, and the other guy's going to get less coverage. Even if the other guy's trying to make good points and make positive interviews and
Yeah, but that's still didn't work for him. People hated him so much they voted for the other
It's
side.
also why he fucking won.
True.
The point is, like on Facebook and social media, right? They keep giving you stuff. They keep feeding you shit that you're reacting to. And people react mostly. Like someone posts something positive on, like, oh my God, I'm so happy. My life's amazing. You're not going to comment bullshit. You're not going to comment shit on there. But if someone says something like negative about something and you have a opposing opinion, you're going to comment on that. And then you're fed more and more of that. So you keep reacting more and it's like a turbo that feeds itself.
Yeah.
So I wonder, I'm just curious now. I'm just thinking about it. I would never, just go doing shit on purpose, but like Eric's upset about it. You send him another one,
Upset about
he's gonna open it twice as quick as he opened the last one.
to see how it updated. They're the first fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he says you guys should do this with your, so they call it a show. If he says you guys should do this, be nicer, be this. Everyone that says this, right? Mm-hmm. And then the next time they watch it, and then they see, okay, he listened to everything I said. Well, he just won this little weird game that's been played. He kind of won. They did what I wanted him to. I have no reason to listen to the next one.
You think so?
Kind of. I'd say a percentage of people.
Well, no, a lot of people liked what we talked about.
I'm sure.
They,
I don't think there's anything crazy.
Anybody? I mean, like even Eric's criticisms or
Watch.
they said like, okay, they were like, this topic was good, this was funny, like this was they had a lot of feedback on it, but then some of the things were like, oh, we're a little too cocky.
Mm-hmm. What's the biggest things you got feedback on?
I think most feedback was it was funny.
The things they viewed as negative? Because that's what, like, Andre, one person, I only sent it to Andre. Mm-hmm. He calls me, aren't you, like, worried about your girl seeing this? I'm like, well, she's not my girl, and I didn't really say anything I didn't say to her already. So, I'm not really worried. It makes me nervous, but I'm not worried about it.
Right.
But that's the one thing he called me back. It's the one thing that caught his eye was I said something that might hurt someone's feelings. Might. I don't think it. I mean, it might. But
well,
you can't do everything to not hurt someone's feelings. Like that's not going to work.
Right.
I think. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's just do whatever the fuck you want. Because in the end of the day, people are gonna.
They're gonna love
people don't like. Are gonna like that they're getting something new from you that you don't get from someone else. You can be like everyone else. It's filtered. I'm not saying to be an asshole on purpose, but
it's like some of the stuff like came off a little bit too macho, and then like it wasn't like the way what we are normally, So we were kind of like compensating, trying to be funny, trying to be more whatever. So We weren't being more ourselves, I guess. Which, if you wanted it to be successful, you just...
I'm
you
nervous
want
and
to be more
embarrassed
yourself.
of it too, but at the same time, I know at least it doesn't look like we're trying to hide something. Rather, we're like going a little over on being honest or whatever you want to call
No,
it.
I mean, I edited out a lot of shit that was like bad. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have that.
At the beginning, or
No, like throughout there's some pieces.
okay, never mind.
Like some things I said, some things you said. I was just like, yeah, you know what? This does not look cute. You know, it doesn't benefit any the conversation or whatever.
For me, eventually, I think it'd be best to have something where it's unedited.
Yeah, but that's
If you say something crazy,
yeah, but see, you don't want to say something crazy that you don't actually believe. You said it because you're in the moment or whatever, and then all of a sudden that's who you are, and now you're gonna get this massive blowback, especially if it becomes a position of like what they call it I don't know what the fuck they call it. It's like a public image position, whatever. Like, you know, you're like a podium or whatever. You get judged more harshly when you're on there.
look at him.
You lose that.
Look at Trump. He says crazy shit, but he won first the biggest position in the world by saying crazy shit. He got a lot of enemies, but he got a lot more fans. And in this game, no one gives a fuck about the enemies, right? You only care that you have people who are interested in what you have to say, because the other people do not matter. You know, you don't get any votes like Trump.
Yeah, but you're not voting.
So I'm not saying we should be like Trump or anything like that. I'm saying we shouldn't be worried too much about what we say. Maybe there was some stuff we said before that was too much. I don't know. But
I have the unedited version.
I think it shows people, like, people can see, like, oh, this is, you know, not like some radio station where you're not allowed to talk certain things, you're not allowed to ask certain questions.
Right.
You know what I mean? This might sound weird, this might sound racist, this might sound this way. If I'm listening to a podcast and the guy says something crazy, I have my own freaking thoughts to think he probably doesn't really mean that. He's just saying that because he's talking out loud with someone else. Like my dad. I know he doesn't believe everything he says, but if I challenge him on a certain subject, he will say something crazy just to defend his barely like small stance he has on that subject.
Yeah, whatever point he was making.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I've told myself a while back, try not to like lie to people because it doesn't really help you much. But whatever.
Always tell the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yeah. And so begins part 2.
Okay, so we talked about eBay and OfferUp a little bit. And have you ran into anybody ever that is making good money in e-commerce? I know there's a lot of those commercials on YouTube that everybody sees, but have you actually personally run into anybody that's doing it?
Those commercials on YouTube is all crap. Because it's something you buy into. You don't just get something for free that you get to go sell and make money.
Right.
Like if you're working for a company and you're selling their stuff, they give you the stuff and you just sell it. But a lot of that other stuff you hear about, like online e-commerce and what is that other, I forget what that other name for it is, when you're just taking someone else's stuff and selling it. You can make an Amazon page or...
Oh, it's drop shipping.
Drop shipping, right? It's like, sounds great, but you have to go spend your money to go sell someone else's stuff as like basically wholesale. It's not how it works really.
Right.
I mean, wholesale kind of works like that, but not this stuff. It's because you're selling crap.
So it's like a scheme.
You're selling
It's
shit.
like a scheme. So people create these classes to get you to buy
Yeah,
into it.
and those classes, that's what the thing is. The classes you're spending money on. I was talking,
Have you talked to anybody
talking to a girl
that's done
that
it?
did it. Okay, really, really nice girl. She was doing it. She found the courses online for a fraction of the cost because this guy stole that guy's course and he's going to sell it to you for even cheaper. So not only are you getting scammed by the main idea of it, the whole video, but you're also going sometimes to someone else that's selling another guy's bullshit course to you for a fraction of the cost. You get it? So you're getting the course for even cheaper because it's like, like a Pirate Bay course. Right?
Pirated.
So you're doing that, and then you're going to go spend your money and buy, try to sell all this stuff, put a bunch of time into developing a web page and Amazon, maybe store. It's all crap. Like all this stuff you can sell, it's all crap, and a whole bunch of other people are selling the same crap.
So is it like whoever gets into the market first makes money, and then everybody else kind of like
maybe. I just think, I guarantee if you talk to someone, actually I listened to some podcast, I forget who it was. It was probably Concrete Podcast, they have the really cool stuff. They had someone on there that kind of investigates all these different types of online sales and schemes and stuff like that. And they were saying these courses and these drop shipping things, it's like the top 1 or 2% that really makes any money.
Isn't like, I feel like that's in any industry as well, though.
No. If only 1 or 2% of the people are actually profiting off of it, it's bullshit.
Right.
1 or 2%. It's like becoming an artist.
You gotta be that 1%.
Sure, but you're wasting your time. You're putting all this time into it, and most likely it's not going to go anywhere because it's not developed for you to make any money. The development is made for you to buy their video and their course, and you're wasting your time and your money on nothing.
Yeah.
Instead of, how about you focus on something you really like, you just figure out what you really like, what interests you, and then find a way to make money off that, because if it's interesting to you, you'll focus and you'll put so much more energy into it, and you'll make sure that you profit off of it, rather than, I'm selling some, these jump ropes from China.
Yeah.
How many jump ropes are on Amazon?
Well, I could say the same thing.
These ones are color coded by
how many
length and
how many
weight.
podcasts are there out on Apple Podcast?
A lot.
Yeah.
But no one's coming to you with a podcast saying, hey, you should start a podcast. You're going to make a lot of money. I promise. Pay me. I'll teach you how to do it.
There are courses out there.
There are, but it's...
Yeah.
You're not gonna, if you take that course and the main idea in your mind is, I'm going to make a lot of money off a podcast, you're going to fail.
Right.
Because you're doing it for the money.
That's not the right reason.
I mean, you can do stuff for the money, but if it's not interesting, who gives a shit?
Well, money, whatever you decide to do, if you do it 100%, eventually money will follow most of the time.
Yeah, but to do it 100%, it has to interest you. So you have to do something first. I think you have to pick something that you like.
Because if you do it for the money, your heart won't be in it.
Yeah, as soon as you have one big problem, you're going to give up. Or two big problems that you have to spend a bunch of money on to fix it.
Right.
Or you have one customer that's really upset, and that one customer can ruin you. Instead, you can say, oh, I'm happy to help this customer out and fix the situation. And then I'm happy for them to have whatever I'm promoting. They're going to have it, and they'll be happy with it. And then that guy, it's a lot of different aspects of it in that way. But if you're going to come into problems, and if you don't care about what you're doing, when that problem comes up, you're going to quit. Right?
Run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just too easy. It's so much easier to run away rather than fix a problem.
Well, sometimes that problem follows you too. So you get in so over your head. Giving up is not an option.
I don't know. Maybe sometimes it seems like there's giving up and moving forward rather than there's a lot of these side steps you can take instead.
Well, they say like that. Fail forward. Fail forward.
Yeah.
And you learn probably the best when you fail. You learn. It forces you to get outside the box and like find an answer.
Learn the most from getting
successful.
through a fail.
Yeah. Right? Versus being successful. Like if you're doing really well, you're not gonna. You learn that much.
Yeah.
You know, just like it's like a wave.
I think the biggest thing I try to tell people is like, you know, like, oh, you know, they think I make a bunch of money. I don't know if I do. I don't even know how much I make, but the point is like, find what interests you, and let's say you're into exercise or you're into, I don't know, games, cards, I don't know, whatever the hell, collectible stuff,
gambling.
If it's I mean,
have you seen that? Like, you seen that craze right now? Everybody's doing sports betting with the like digitally. All the college students are on. It's like a craze.
No,
I ran into a few people actually.
And I'm not into gambling.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not into it. I'm just like, I'm surprised people are super into it. They're like watching the sports and like,
my friend's
like I'm making
Andre's
money here, making it.
He plays poker, so he says it's not gambling. That's not luck. It's skill, pure skill. Because you're just playing against someone else's skills. It's not a luck of hand that, you know, the longer you last, the better you do, the more you win. I guess I don't know the exact, but he could do that. He makes money. Casinos close down, and he's all of a sudden, because casinos are closed, they're open, but not for not for like poker, because it's a group of people. Mm-hmm. And just because of that, he's like losing a lot of money every month now, like versus what he was making before. He was able to make money like playing poker with people.
But now he's just losing it.
Now he can't play poker, so he can't make that extra $1,000 or so a month. Mm-hmm. So he's doing Uber and stuff like that. I was trying to tell him, just like I try to tell other people, find something you really like and go look for it online. One big tool for me, like let's say it's Evo parts that are hard to find, some specific stuff, Facebook Marketplace, right? But most people only search in their local city and that's it. But you can take it on your desktop and you make the search radius 500 miles and you search in maybe 5 places around the country. So let's say it's, you know, like San Diego will probably reach Seattle. So that's that whole corner of the country. You go maybe Phoenix, that'll go into like Texas, I think, and then Vegas, and then you go Florida maybe, New York, Chicago. That's maybe like 5 will kind of cover the whole area.
Whoa. Say that again. Say Chicago.
Chicago. Chicago. Chicago or Chicago? Which one is it?
Which one do you prefer?
Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah, I don't know how they say it.
I like Chicago.
Chicago? Weird, man. I mean, you find something that interests you that you can learn the values of, how much it's worth in your area or on eBay. So you find something, let's say exercise bikes. If you're into, you know, that interests you, you can focus on it enough to learn about what all the different types of bikes cost and what you can resell them as. And you search the whole country on Facebook, Craigslist, everything, lowball everyone. Just lowball everyone. And then you get the bike shipped, you know, you get the bike for a good deal and then resell it for more. You can probably make hundreds or thousands of dollars on one bike.
Yeah,
those are expensive. They go up to like $5,000.
But once you do the purchasing and you're like 500 miles out, you need to understand how to ship. So you need to know something about logistics, shipping logistics.
You just find a website for bikes. For anything, you can use a website like shipbikes.com or bikeflights.com, and it gives you a good deal.
Been selling bikes?
No, I haven't, but I sell fake. It's not bikes, but I ship it as a bike, and just because I have those websites that gives you good deals for that stuff. But there's websites, even PayPal. You can use that, and it'll give you 20% off, I think, on UPS or FedEx. But that's the cheap part. That doesn't matter. Or you just have them hold on to it, say, hey, I'm not ready to ship it yet. Find a buyer for it. I've done that before. You pay them for it. Hey, I'll let you know where to ship it in a bit. You post it for sale. You find the buyer. You have them ship it directly to the buyer. You just don't know the condition of it that way. Or maybe if it has some expensive parts on it that you can pull off when it's at your house, and then sell that for extra, right? If it's got some kind of expensive ass seat on it, or I don't know, the shocks. You can take the shocks off, sell them separate, you break stuff down like that and you make good money. You can do computers probably and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You just what the hell interests you?
Yeah.
What would you do if you're doing something like that?
Well, right now I'm trying to do online parts, the e-commerce parts with just the warehouses that I have relationships with. So all the distributors.
That's tied into your main business, but let's
Yeah.
say you have a regular job somewhere. You work at Fred Meyer's doing groceries, and you want to make some extra money to buy a car. What is something that you would do some research on to resell online? I can guess one thing already.
Porn.
No. For you, I bet you could do cameras. Professional cameras.
I don't know too much about professional cameras.
You know just enough, and I bet it interests you because you have podcast equipment. And you just look up professional cameras. It's easy. There's probably 1 or 2 websites that people buy all that stuff on, like a forum. You can see exactly what they sell for.
Yeah.
And then you look on OfferUp, Facebook, Craigslist, stuff like that. You lowball people. You get it for cheap and you resell it. You have no labor into it, really. You're just buying it and then you're shipping it back out, and you make hundreds of dollars probably for just to ship something.
Well, yeah, my deal, I probably that's like a physical product. I would be doing more like a digital product.
Yeah.
So, for example, a lot of businesses, they don't know how to market themselves very well or understand SEO. So you can do the same type of thing with, like, for example, content creators or content creators and content writers that websites require like new content about weekly to be relevant in Google search engines and things like that. So to create like a content farm of quality writers that can write about any type of product that then you can sell to another business that needs it to bring up their reputation.
If I was doing that, it doesn't interest me, so I'd get bored of it.
Right.
But for you, it sounds interesting to you. But for those that line of ideas of like online type stuff and sales, if I were you and I was getting into that, I would look into finding people in like third world countries like India, where there's a lot of smart people, but labor is dirt cheap.
Super cheap, yeah.
And you find people there to do, editing and all that type of stuff. And you're basically contracting out the work, but you are in the U.S. and they're paying a U.S. company. They don't know where they're getting the actual work done from.
Yeah, and good apps to do that are like Telegram. There are like Telegram groups that are with people in foreign countries that are doing editing and content writing.
Imagine
the issue is with a lot of those is the quality is subpar, so it's cheap, but it's subpar.
Imagine a university here, the students going there, they're broke. But they are learning a lot of stuff, and if you can get them to take what they're learning and give it to you for cheap, give you their work, because they have nothing, they just need a little bit of money to buy food and stuff like that. Imagine those people in like India, college students learning really good skills.
Yeah.
Video editing or photo editing or whatever the hell it is.
I understand what you're saying, and the thing is though, with that would have worked very well before when AI or machine learning was not around. It was not a thing for search engines and stuff, and that was a thing. They called it content farms. So basically, people would write super cheap, like
you're selling an American product, but all the advertisements are in India.
Right, exactly. And so the ads themselves and the content is like really like they'd be in English, but it'd be hard to follow, things like that. And so the quality was low. And so as machine learning comes in, Google did a good job of basically fishing out what was content farmed versus what is quality content. And then so now if you have low quality content constantly being poured out, like from a content farm or whatever, your website will suffer for it. So it's now like a double-edged sword.
I have a friend who I went to India with. They're from India. They're
Google.
They have his cousin running It's kind of like data entry, I think, for a big car parts manufacturer. Like they sell car parts, auto parts, sensors, stuff like that. Canada, big Canada company, and they contract a lot of that work out to his cousin in India, who has a bunch of college kids working in his office for really cheap.
Yeah.
Now it's not a sweatshop, which.
But it works. No,
Yeah,
I know.
it's
Another,
not a sweatshop.
I know a Russian,
To them, it's
I know,
decent money
I know
for
a Russian
college
guy
students.
doing. I think it's in Thailand or something, but he's called like virtual desk or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see him post on Facebook or whatever. But he's got like a big office or whatever, in some foreign country, and he's got them college students answering the phone for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, answering the
Call center.
phone is annoying because you're getting someone that's not. As soon as you're like, oh, this motherfucker doesn't speak great English.
Well, you've been to foreign countries,
Yeah.
and they speak pretty good.
Some places, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I
good
mean,
enough. I mean,
yeah.
people here are used to. I'm going to call this company. I'm not going to get someone American.
Yeah, I mean, even when I
These
call tech
goddamn
support
Americans.
and then it's someone from a foreign country, I still usually get what I was going for. They still help me out or whatever, and it is true that it costs a lot less. So they take in American jobs, probably, but that means that we could either do something else with our time or the money leaves our shores. Right.
I mean, it's not much different than, let's say, a farmer having his kids work for him for cheap as hell, and he's paying them cash.
No,
and they're not paying
Not
taxes.
not his kids.
It's a similar idea. They're not paying taxes. It's some cheap labor. The money's not going back into our market necessarily.
HB1 visa. What are they called?
Oh, there you
Agricultural
go.
workers.
Yeah, you
Agricultural
get
workers.
freaking
Yeah.
foreigners
Super
and
cheap.
backpackers
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no citizenship.
You ever almost fallen for any scams?
For what?
I don't know. Scams online and.
I did actually see one recently. I was looking for a manual on a piece of equipment, and the way that I usually do it is like a Google search. So I'll type in that piece of equipment, the model number, and then I'll just put behind it PDF. So Google will search for all PDFs with that data or whatever. Boom, pops up this website. It's a form, and it's saying, hey, I'm looking for this exact piece of equipment as I typed it into Google. And then somebody below that form is responding and saying, hey, yeah, this piece of equipment's manual is at this link. And then it says, like, you can download it. And then somebody else goes at a lower form. It's like, that form, it's telling you have to create an account, and then it's asking for your credit card number. And then the one below, they're saying, hey, it's a reputable site. Just you'll be able
forums,
to
you can trust forums.
Exactly. And I'm like, what the hell? I
Oh
open it
my
up,
God.
and then, sure enough, it sends you to a secured website, or not. It looks secured, right? Some like PayPal stuff or whatever. And it's like, yeah, create an account, put your credit card number in it, and then you'll have access to all these documents. And then I'm like, this is some sketchy shit, you know? I'm not putting any credit card numbers in this. And sure enough, I go back to the form and I start trying to click through that form itself. And every link I click on, it just resends you back to the main form where you were at. And then like you click on any of the accounts, and then you actually look at the. I looked at the bottom, and there's actually the website. It's a static page, so I think that's the right word, static page. Where basically it's just one page and it's super thin. It was made super easy. It got some Russian names or Ukrainian like. Faces like profile names or whatever. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is that what was that? You know, that's a scam. Yeah, what are they doing? They're collecting credit card numbers. You know, and then and their system was able to see what I searched for, right? And then take that search term and then plug it into their website to make it look like the manual I was looking for was there. And so like their little website can just change depending on whatever somebody searches for.
Damn. Dude, I hate scams, but I also love seeing how they adapt.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude. I mean, there's online sales craps scams, like, you know, they go for like kind of dumb people or foreigners and stuff like that.
No, cybersecurity, man, it's crazy. Cybersecurity stuff is crazy.
Honestly,
I don't know much about it, but
the white van speaker scam, I was telling you about that.
No.
People will show up they call it the white van speaker scam, but usually it's going to be an SUV or a van or something. They pull up. You're at the bank. That's like their hot spot is the bank because you're there. You're going to get the money. You can get the money. It's going to be $500-$600 to tell you, hey, we got these speakers. It's a surround sound system built for like really nice homes. That's worth $4K. We'll give you for $500, and we'll include a projector that's also $4,000. We just need to get rid of this stuff because if it's overstock or, we just did a show here in town, and if I sell it, I don't have to bring it back with me. So they do that, and you look it up. It's a name. The box, the name looks like whatever the hell it is. It looks cool. You look it up. You look up the website, and there it is, $4,000 for sale. Blah blah blah. You cannot find reviews and stuff though. So if you're smart, you'll notice there's no actual links to buy it online. Amazon doesn't have it. Google doesn't have it. But you look it up, and you're like, this is an $8,000 deal for $5,000. I'm about to get a professional sound system in my house
for $500.
Look at these pictures on this website.
So
these are mansions with theaters.
Not $500.
I don't know what they're asking for exactly, but I mean they're making hundreds of dollars off nothing. No, it's Chinese crap.
You got that. You got that.
But they're putting a little effort into it. That's kind of
At least you're getting something for that scam.
You end up with you're not going to use it.
You get crap, but
it's going to rattle your house. It's not going to rattle. It's going to rattle the speakers. Not the house.
The other scams that are actually like scams. It's the gold scams, and then my cousin's cousin fell for that one.
Gold?
Yeah, the gold. Yeah,
you buy it online or what?
No, his brother went to a gas station or whatever, and then there was this dude with all this gold on him, and he's like, yo, hey man, let me get like a couple $100 or whatever. I'm gonna give you this gold stuff for some gas or whatever. And then like if you need, like, I got more of it or whatever. I just need some gas to like gas. I'm going to Seattle.
Oh dude, I fell for something like this.
Oh man, and then he bought like $300 worth of gold, and he sent us pictures and everything, and we're like, dude, and then $300. Yeah, $300. He had all this gold, and then he's like, oh man, I'm gonna be so rich.
Oh, like a chain, homie.
Yeah,
they call it the scam man chain.
Exactly. And then, like, sure enough, and then we're talking to our friend, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'm like, yeah, you guys are stupid. No, it's not fake. No way, it's fake. No way. And then sure enough, it was fake.
He's a foreigner.
Yeah. Huh. But it was a foreigner that it was like a
foreigners fall for so many scams, and I feel bad for him.
Yeah. And but whatever, he fell for a scam or whatever, but that guy's pretty industrious, and during this COVID thing, he did pretty well in the stock market.
Dude, I fell a similar, pretty much the same thing, I guess. I was at a gas station, and this guy was trying to pay for gas with a $20 big-ass coin. I mean, it was legit. It looked like a quarter with a different design on it, except the size of your palm.
That's not real.
Okay, it looked legit as hell, man. I was probably like 16. I don't know how old I was. He was trying to pay for gas. We're like, look, we don't know what that is. We can't accept it. We've never seen that before. We don't know if it's real or fake. And I'm like, dude, that's hella cool. He has a brochure. For it. Here's this coin.
Printed it out at the
this
library.
This is real from the government. You just don't get them from the bank.
The government printed it at the library.
Yeah. I mean, it's a real legit coin, pressed. It looked fucking legit. And I was like, I'll give you $20 for it if you can get your gas, right? And then he was like, yeah, cool, man. I give him $20. I get this coin. And I'm so dumb. I'm like, hey, you have any more? I buy 4 of them off him.
Oh, my God.
And the funny part, obviously it was a scam. Back then, it was like, it looked legit. The banks even, they were like, we don't know what that is. We can't give you money for that. I'm like, you guys just don't know shit. You haven't ever seen
We did not have smartphones back then.
Yeah, no smartphones. I went to a drug dealer and bought a bunch of weed off him. Not a bunch, $20 worth of weed. I was like, no, dude, it's legit, man. I had a brochure for it. It's from the government. The banks don't have it. It's just not something that's available to the public. Here's $20. Let me get some weed. I went back the next time. Dude, he was pissed. He was like, what the fuck is this? The bank won't take it. Dude, it was so funny. I don't know if I could go back there after that.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
But I had 4 of them I bought, and 3 of them I just gave them away because they're like, here's a stupid ass gift.
I've also ran into some scammers. Like I've seen them on the side of the road, like really really nice car. They look like they're like not Middle Eastern. They look like they're like Bulgarian or something
Dude,
like that kind of
Eastern European.
Yeah, Eastern European.
Hell no,
yeah.
I don't trust them.
Yeah.
Hell no. I would trust crackheads because they're out there stealing shit and selling it. They're not going in like taking a class on the scam to learn how to do it, and they're involved with some criminal organization. They're just stealing shit and selling it. I trust crackheads, and that's it. Right?
Yeah.
If it's some fucking guy in a Mercedes, hey man, I got some speakers. You want them? The hell you doing here selling your speakers?
No, but have you seen the guys on the side of the road? Like I've seen this one dude in like a Land Rover on the side of the road. He like tries to wave you down as you drive by, and I've seen him in Kent. I've seen him in like
I've never
Federal
seen
Way,
that. I bet
like,
it's a speaker scam.
You think it was? No, I don't know. And then I've seen this a different type. Like I would be like, I'm filling up gas, and the dude comes out, and I don't know how he knew I could speak Russian or whatever. He just flat out starts speaking in Russian. And he pulls up in a brand new Mercedes. His wife's in the front seat, kid in the back seat. He's like, "Hey man, hey," like Rolex watch or whatever. I don't know if that's real or fake. Probably real. Because like
he's making hell of money.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey man, hey, I need some gas. Yo, I'm running out of gas. I don't got any money. Can you help me out?" I'm like, "What the hell, dude? Get the hell out of here, dude! Wow." And
how much can he get? $20?
I don't know, man.
I'll give someone $20, but it's not much.
I was at the gas station. My car was getting towed. My car was getting picked up. Yeah, my car's getting picked up by a tow truck. It was a Mercedes. But it was a vehicle being repaired, and it's being picked up, and it was like an old Mercedes too, and he pulls up in a new Mercedes asking me for money while my shit's getting towed.
That's weird as hell.
It was weird, yeah, it's crazy.
I remember me and my brother are at the gas station, and this black guy comes up. He's like, "Hey man, I just need a ride." We're like, or I don't know if he'd ask for money, or he's like, "I just need some gas. My car ran out of gas. I need some money to get gas." We're like, "We're not giving you money, but we'll give you a ride." Where are you going? We take him to his place, and I don't remember what the fuck happened, but he's trying to like get money out of us the whole time. Oh, we go to the gas station for him to get gas. That's what happened. We take him to the gas station so he can get gas, and it just ends up shady as hell. We just take off and leave him there. All right, fuck this.
He wasn't actually trying to get gas. He just wanted to.
No, you get people that carry on gas cans. Like, I just need to fill my gas can.
No, there's a dude in near I-5 in King Kenley. I-5. I always see him with a little. He dresses up real nice too.
Yeah.
He dresses up like not suit and tie, but like a nice shirt, tie, khakis. And he's got this little gas can, and he like walks around. And he's like, "Hey, I ran out of gas." And dude, I don't know, man. This dude's been out of gas for like 3 months.
Yeah, everyone's helped him.
I know, dude. He's been out of gas for a long time.
Dude, I've had him.
Poor guy.
Mean, I respect the ones who get something new. They think of something new. I mean, like the first time, it's probably not new, but you see this like Middle Eastern lady with her kid at Walmart on the corner. The first time I saw that, I'm like, oh, I feel bad for him. After, I'm like, it's probably bullshit, but goddamn, good for you. You know, that's a good one.
No, it's crazy.
She's there. She's still there to this day from years and years later.
Yeah, people. I think in our area, like it works because there's a lot of fortunate people, and the unfortunate are maybe not trying as hard.
Well, there's a lot of low class people.
I think
class.
Our society around here, it provides a lot for people that are struggling. And we have certain programs like assistance programs. So we have, and the way I knew this is a lady actually, she busted her engine. Or her car was stolen, and then they hit a curb or whatever, poured all the oil out. Insurance wasn't going to cover it or whatever. So Washington State has a VOCA, which stands for Victims of a Crime Act. So Washington State every year has a certain pot of money that they pay for if you're a victim of a crime.
Really?
Yes.
You have to make a certain amount of money. Like
no,
you have to be a low income.
Nope. You just have to be a victim of a crime.
What the fuck? Dude,
and then she replaced.
That's our scam right there.
She put a brand new engine in her car, and they paid, the act paid for it because it was a consequence of the.
Guess who the most of the people are who are paid by this program?
I don't know.
Fresh immigrants.
I don't. I know.
They're new to this.
Dude, a lot of people don't know about this program. They don't know about it.
But whether you know about it or not,
Did you
I'll
know
bet
about
the most people who are there, they're helping
Mm-hmm.
is immigrants, which is nothing against that. It's just an idea of immigrants move here. They don't know everything that's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And so you show up here and you don't know the scams and the stuff that happens here, so you just trust people.
Yeah. Oh no, I've ran
You're
into
in America.
I've ran into a few people that were victims of scams, and not victims of scams from like people, American people, but like Russian and Ukrainian immigrants that have been here recently that were scammed by other Russians and other.
That's what I'm
Ukrainians,
saying.
dude.
Exactly. Russians are so good.
No, it's not even that. It's like
The scams I've almost fallen for?
Scams by Russians still living in Russia.
Oh,
They're scamming them here and
That's
then getting them
funny.
to do great. Like
It's kind of funny.
man, it's not funny. It's
Interesting.
It's sad. It's sad. Like this lady, we were working on her car, and she got scammed like thousands of dollars, maybe like $15,000 or whatever, and she's now in debt because she has to pay that back to the bank.
Yeah,
You know?
my parents
So.
were falling for something like this, and I was sucked into it through them because our cousins, who were half Romanian, half Russian, they were in on this thing online. It's called Trend Sound Promoter. And basically, the idea was, I mean, there's like two sides to it. One side, which sounds legit, but it's not the side they're making money off of, is that you're giving people the credits, the licenses to music to use it as advertisement. So you're like, I don't know what you call it. You're selling.
Producer?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not the producer.
marketer?
You're getting, marketing the music out so someone can use it commercially.
Okay.
But that's not really where the point is. The point was, you're going to make money. We're going to give you all these emails. You have to send these emails out.
Oh,
to
I heard
people.
about this.
Did you?
Yeah, I heard about
so,
this.
my cousin was doing it, right? So the idea is you're just getting this. You're getting a list of emails, and you have to send them out. All you're doing is clicking back and forth, click, 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 click. Send the emails, and you make. You buy a package. So let's say you put $30K into it for it's 1 year, and you're going to make $90K that year. So it takes you 2 or 3 months to make your money back, but after that, it's all profit and it's easy as hell. All you're doing is clicking buttons every day, sending emails out. You do it quick, get it done, boom. Our cousin was doing it. She was showing us checks. The whole family was doing it. They were showing us checks. Here's our checks. We got money back from the company. So they get money back. They put it back in so they can make more money.
You're right. It's become greed.
And they tell other people, more people jump in. In my mind, I'm like, that sounds like bullshit. Why don't they just make a program to send emails?
Right.
Anyone can make a program, and it's cheap and sends it out instantly.
Too good to be true.
And so I look it up, and I see some stuff, kind of people talking about it online. They're like, yeah, this guy's been in scams before, the guy that owns a company. You can't even go visit the offices. They have a website that says, do not come visit our offices in Bellevue. Do not come here. If you need anything, email us. Why the hell would anyone ever say that on their website? Just have someone at the door that doesn't let people in. How many people are going to show up? So, but I knew I can put in $50K and make $150K in a year. As long as I make my money back and the scam doesn't shut down before 3 months, as long as it lasts longer than 3 months, I'll make some money.
Did you do it?
I almost did. And then
You made your money back.
something happened. Oh, one of my cousins in Missouri got screwed out of $50K. He put 50 grand in. That was the max amount you can put in to buy the package, and you make about 30%. No, it takes 3 months to make your money back, and then for the rest of the year, it's all profit. So you make a lot of money, but he got in just a little late, and right when I was about to, he got screwed. And he lost like 50 grand.
So it was kind of
I was gonna do it knowing it was a scam.
So it
I
was
knew it was
gambling.
It was
You were
gambling.
gambling.
That's what it was.
You were gambling
When is
with
this
the
guy
scam.
gonna bail out
Yeah.
and run away with the
When's
money?
the FBI gonna track
Yeah.
him down? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be a victim.
3 months. Will it last 3 months?
Right.
If it lasts 3 months, I'll make money. I'll make my money back. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Fuck, man. I've
crazy.
heard of stuff recently too. I'm like, yeah, sounds like you can make money as long as you get out in time. But
That's just interesting how that stuff works. There's so many things, so many
That was a
little
Russian-
webs people
a Russian guy.
can put on us or whatever.
Russian guy doing that scam.
Mm-hmm. Dude, there's a lot of scams. There's insurance scams,
I
all
love
kinds
immigrants,
of
man.
scams. Man.
Foreigners, immigrants, just Americans. They do everything by the book, which is awesome, and they will not screw you typically. But immigrants have a different mindset of making money.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's true.
You don't think
I don't
so?
think so. I don't think it's true. There are good people and there are bad people in any group of people. And,
But people from hard places, they have a different worth ethic.
What I will say is the work ethic, yes. Work ethic, yes. So immigrants work a lot harder than
And they'll think of more interesting ideas on how to bypass the system and make money. They're the ones, not always, Americans too. They're smart. I mean, the Americans built the best country in the world alongside immigrants, but immigrants will think of the most clever shit.
Fuck yeah.
To make money, right?
Money.
Joey Diaz, immigrant mentality. I love that.
Well, do you think that it's because of their intelligence, or do you think it's because of their intelligence due to having to live a hard life because they were immigrants? Because being an immigrant's tough.
What I think it is, you grew up poor. You have to find a way to fix what you have. You can't just throw it away and buy something new. You find a way to fix it, and you learn that anything is fixable and anything's doable. So if you think, I want to make money, there's any way you want to do it, you can do it. Any way you want. If you want to think of a scam, you can do it. You just have to think of the right way to do it. Or if you want to start a business, who are probably the most business owners, fresh immigrants come here and start a business and they're successful. It's awesome, right?
You know why they start businesses?
Tell me. I don't know.
I think because they can't get jobs.
Isn't that cool?
You can't get a job, so what do? You start.
You know what, man? I think you're
Exactly
definitely partly right, because so when I got arrested and I got a felony, I immediately was like, I'm not going to be able to get a good job. I have to figure this out on my own. And from there on, I knew I have to do it on my own. I just have to. I'm not going to risk it for someone else and with someone else who might not guarantee me nothing. I'm going to do it on
You
my
heard
own.
it here, folks. Immigrants and felons, business owners.
One and the same. Immigrants come here, they do crime, they learn from it, and they start businesses.
And felons can't get jobs, so they start businesses too.
Hopefully.
Or go back to jail.
Or, start the business that takes advantage of felon employees. You could do that too. I mean, it's like, I don't know, like comedy, where it's an infinite amount of ideas you can make jokes out of. You combine two different things, make it interesting, just anything. Combine Mars and combine plastic Tupperware.
Yeah.
You can make so many jokes out of that. The same way you can start a business, you can make money out of anything. Just think of the way to do it.
Yeah, but the business itself also, it's tough. What you're doing right now, it's kind of, I'm a little bit jealous of what you're doing. You got that nice shop like we were talking about earlier or whatever. It looks really good. Marketing's there because you have time to post. And
Lights.
Stuff
You know how cold it is in there?
Oh, is it? You don't have heat?
It's freezing, dude.
It's not one of those oil burners.
I have a propane heater, but it's just you use a whole container, a whole canister in a day, a big canister. It just doesn't have insulation.
Use the oil burners.
It's fine, man. Just keep working. You stay warm.
The used oil, you just
keep moving.
Burns it.
Sure, yeah, we have them actually.
You have one?
I have to set it up. I don't know how. There's some old ones that were set up there before.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm not worried.
Instead of paying to recycle the oil, you just burn it.
It'll be 25 degrees, and I'll just keep moving. Dress up, keep working. If you sit still, sit on your phone, get cold. Ah, shit, this sucks. Get back to work.
Yeah. But the difference is you don't have that many responsibilities or whatever. You can't stop. You can you're afforded that luxury of doing like what you want to, which is cool.
I'm lucky.
Which is cool. Yeah, fortunate.
I'm really lucky.
And then we're operating really. We require to operate differently, and then we have to work like constantly to just like break even or whatever. But it's also not.
Well, first we're explaining people the deep down of it, but they don't know what it is. You have an actual mechanic shop.
Yeah, and then it's hard.
You have
to sell
a legit shop working for customers' cars. What I do is buy cars, fix them up, build them, whatever, make them cool, sell them. Two totally different things.
Yeah, and it's not.
You have customers. I could just work for myself.
No, you also have customers. We could also work for ourselves. So, like for example, if we didn't have such high expenses on, for example, the building, the equipment, the salaries of a full-time accountant, sales staff, and then plus the technicians, then it would be a lot easier, right? If it was just one person, obviously we would make more money. For example, in our shop, Val, which is my dad, he's the master tech. So if he went off on his own garage and worked by himself and fixed cars by himself, first of all, he'd constantly have to answer the phone and like run around and all that other shit. But he would be
one of those Russian truck drivers, the Bluetooth on.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. And then he did that for a long time because he opened the business in 2002, and he would always have a phone in his pocket and run around like fixing cars, answering the phone or whatever. And sometimes customers still call asking to talk to him, and it's really funny because
really,
yeah, it's really funny.
Now,
yeah,
damn.
So they'll be like, "Oh, I want to speak to Valeri." I'm like, okay, sure, please hold. And then I go get him like, hey, someone wants to talk to you. And I'm listening to the conversation, just standing by him or whatever. And he's just like, hey, hello. Like, yeah. And he's like, hey, do you remember me? My name is whatever. Whatever.
From 2002.
Yeah. I was like, and he's like, oh, and he pretends like he knows. Because he knows who they are. He's like, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, what's up? Just being nice. And then they'll ask him the same type of question, like, oh, my car is doing this. Like, how much is that going to cost? And he's like,
hundreds.
You're gonna have to talk to the service advisor and like schedule an appointment, and then he'll be able to create you.
Hell no, man.
Yeah, but we can definitely do it because he's doing he's making sure that the shop the mechanics are working or whatever. And that being said, mechanics are hard to find. There's a lot of crappy mechanics, and my aunt actually made a comment saying that you guys are always hiring mechanics, and I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, we are, and they're like, you guys like going through them like crazy, and like, yeah, because we're
picky,
we're really picky, we're really picky, and we actually have developed our employments like just to get hired, you go through a whole series of questions, and we're like vetting you like crazy, and then once you did get hired, you're going through a trial period. And we're evaluating every job that you do from beginning to
end. Do they know this, or you're looking at them?
No, yeah, we tell them straight up. Hey, guys.
Maybe you shouldn't, so they're not nervous.
No, it's not about that. It's we're looking at the style of mechanic, how they're fixing the car, and then their quality. And then at the same time, we're talking about quality control measures and trying to teach them things like there's a difference between a guy that can take something apart and a guy that can put it back together and it be like perfect, and just maybe he has like some kind of like issues, like he didn't put a cap on here or a cap on there, plastic cover's missing.
Why tell him? Why not just say, hey, go do your thing? Just so, we'll see how it goes after a month. That's it. We're not watching you. We'll see how you do. We'll talk about it later if you can stick around. Just say, go out there and work. Just do your best.
Okay, because
make us proud. Whatever.
This is what happens. The car is worked on. The car gets delivered. He comes up to you and says, I'm done. Gives you the keys, right? And the car is still on the lift. And you're like, am I supposed to move it?
It's like, I got a date.
Okay. So I must have not been clear that you need to move the car to the front, because if you don't move the car, that means somebody in the office staff has to find out where the car's at, move it to the front, look for it, right? It's like, whatever. You go out there, and now you see, like, you get into it, oil sticker is not on. Okay, you forgot the oil sticker. Okay. Maybe... or the floor mat's missing and the floor's dirty. Okay, someone's got to clean that now, right? The customer's going to get pissed. things like that, or but worst of all is you get into the car, you try to start it, it doesn't start.
Do you think? I'm just curious. It's like another way you can do an interview. When you need a oil change on your car, you get it done at your shop, right?
Yeah.
What if you go to a Jiffy Lube or something? Just every now and then you go do that. And if you notice someone like, wow, hey, this guy seems like he's really cool, and he's great with customers, and he just seems like a serious worker. Like, do you think you could find employees like that?
Yeah, you could.
Like, hey, here's my number, man. Call me. I got a job.
Yeah, you
for
could.
you.
Yeah,
Fuck
and
this
that's I would call that like external recruiting.
Yeah.
Right, outside recruiting.
Yeah.
Which is what it is. Like, the army shows up to your high school in uniform, getting people to join. Having you do pull-ups.
Yeah, do pull.
Hey, you do really good pull-ups, man. Come join.
You do pull-ups. Right, yeah, go. You can be a lunch lady if you want.
You do any job you want.
Damn. Yeah, I remember the.
You're
Army.
gonna be a hero.
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
Freaking army recruiters at high schools.
Yeah.
But let's go get a bunch of idiots to sign up for something.
But anyway, like you have your customers, and what the customers are coming for, and what I'm starting to notice is that they're coming for your ability to vet and maintain mechanics. Mm-hmm. In the quality of work. They understand that you have your A, B, C mechanics or whatever, but as long as you guarantee that they're going to have a quality product, they're going to have a good warranty, and they're not going to have to worry when they bring the car, even if the guy messes up, you're going to take care of it, then they're going to return for that. And when you do that, when you can build your system that way, you will be running through a lot of mechanics, because you're going to be you're going to be weeding out the fucking garbage. And then you send the garbage to Jiffy Lube. You send the garbage.
Yeah.
You send it to Meineke. Yeah, all these like shops that like I'm surprised these places are still open. Like we've had just in our own place. They have the promotion. We've had 2 engines come in for replacement. Yeah, because Jiffy Lube didn't screw in the oil filter, or they put oil filter.
The oil in it.
No. They, like when they removed the oil filter, it was a crappy oil filter or something. The gasket stayed on the engine. They put a new oil filter on the gasket, which caused the double gasket causes it to leak.
Blows out.
Yeah, or they just didn't tighten the oil drain plug. And then like boom, it leaks out. Engine seizes. Who's responsible?
Hey, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
More work for you.
$15 an hour Jiffy Lube person.
Yeah,
you want them to touch your car?
Great, man.
Yeah.
That one mistake they make gives people like you a permanent customer.
No, well, it does, and but it kind of sucks for those people. They went to get just a simple service, and it fucking
typically
because Jiffy Lube fights it. Like the last one we saw, Jiffy Lube was like, "Yo, the oil filter was expanding. Something's wrong with the oil pump or whatever." And I was like,
"You have a real strong oil pump, sir."
Wow.
There's oil pumps from a 737.
If the oil pump was so strong, why is the oil pressure below where it's supposed to be for like minimum oil, right?
Man, I just remembered talking about when you were saying about people wanting to talk to your dad and to recognize him as the face, kind of, right, from the old company. They want him to. They want to talk to him.
He is a face. He's a master tech.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of the.
He's like the most skilled person there.
But it reminds me of some guy came to check out a car I was selling. Mm-hmm. He comes, looks at it. We go drive it. Like maybe 30 minutes. He's over here. Yeah, so that's it. He doesn't buy the car. 2 weeks later, I'm at Home Depot buying some stuff. I'm at the checkout lane, and the guy next to me, we have masks on. I'm wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask. I think he maybe heard my voice talking to the lady that was, working there. And then he looks at me. He's like, "Hey, man, I know you. I came and looked at your car." I'm like, what the hell? What? I'm like, who are you? How do you recognize me? I have a mask on. And I realized it's this guy that met me for 30 minutes. And then he recognized me with a mask on, basically a stranger. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, I could never do that, I don't think.
Maybe he just had a good memory.
I thought I saw Sergey today.
Sergey Burnick?
I think. Does he have a Maserati? No.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, no
he does.
freaking way.
Yeah, he does.
See what I mean?
He does.
Dude, he was
did.
at Safeway. He's got a mask. Does he have a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at Safeway. I was
kinda
getting the
fat?
whiskey.
Was he kinda
Yeah.
fat?
I knew it was his hair. It was his hair.
Yeah, dude, yes, his hair.
Mask. He's got a kid. Holy shit. I don't even know if I heard him talk at all. Just the way he moves his
He's like,
he kind of has
Sergi,
he's
dude.
kind of cocky.
Yeah. Dude, he's gone silent, man.
Holy
He's-
shit.
He's been in his Maserati quiet for a while now.
I haven't seen that guy in years, and I
know,
know
I
he's
know.
fat now compared to when he was a kind of a fit guy.
All right. Let's not.
I'm
body
not
shame
talking
him.
shit. No, it's a guy. You can body shame guys. No, not fat. He's just more of a dad bod. Not complete dad bod, but
Yeah. No,
know.
yeah. Does he have
Wow.
one kid or 2 kids now? I'm not
he had
sure.
one kid with him, man. But
think
he's
he still
buying
has
he's buying
one
some
kid.
flowers, I think, for his wife.
I
They
used,
go
to,
outside.
I used to see him on like Snapchat, but I think his wife made him delete it.
I just can't believe I recognized him.
Yeah. Was he wearing the same shirt he was wearing?
I thought
when we
maybe
used to go
first was my cousin-in-law or Sergi.
out? Mhm.
And I go outside and I see him loading
Why don't you
this
say hi to him?
because he had a mask on. I didn't know if it was him.
It's like you get
And I don't really care. I don't really care to say hi to him
Corona.
anyways.
Corona,
you know?
bro. Watch out.
He was kind of, not my type of the usual friend I'd want to talk to, but you know,
Yeah.
he was fine. Yeah, it was interesting. I was like, I got to ask Grill if Sergi has a Maserati.
Yeah. No, he did it for a while, a long time ago. Maybe he still does. But
right
he was
here.
leasing it.
Yeah, he's loosening it pretty nicely
Was it a
now.
coupe?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a white one or something.
Honestly, Maseratis don't hold their value very well.
no, they're shit.
They're
I had one.
Yeah. This is Chevy.
Yeah.
Oh, Chrysler. Sorry,
Yeah.
Chrysler.
It's a shitty Ferrari. It's not a Ferrari at all.
No, it's like a Chrysler.
They tell you, yeah, we're basically Ferrari, but it's not shit.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that was crazy. It was
Yeah.
his hair, I think.
He's
hair and eyes that I noticed.
when I think of Sergi, I think about him stealing my girl,
Ooh.
Naomi.
Falk?
Yeah. Dude.
No
Yeah,
way.
dude. Well, she wasn't even my girl, but he stole her.
I saw her as your girl.
You did?
Back then, yeah.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, I probably have her. I don't know. I used to have her number in my phone as.
I saw her on LinkedIn.
think.
I saw her on LinkedIn recently.
That's
She's like
weird.
some fucking editor of some newspaper or
Yeah.
something. Not a newspaper. Some kind of
Damn.
like art museum or something
Wow.
in New York.
Would you recognize her with the mask on?
No.
Yeah.
No. Would you recognize anybody from back in the day with a mask on?
I recognize Sergi.
Yeah.
He's not even someone that's in my memory. It's just
Like, dude, that's Sergi.
I gotta ask Grill.
That dude looks like Sergi, dude.
Yeah.
He's got this unique walk about him. He's just like
He has a
I'm Sergi. I'm a Sergi walk.
like that cocky type of confidence.
Yeah. You think it's cockiness or is it confidence?
It's a 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
Was it
Like it
there's
just
a
has that confidence that you're like you seem, let's say confident or cocky, but I'm not into it.
You think he's you think he's doing the home classes with his kid?
Sales? He's the guy. He's the
He's
Russian
teaching him how to do math.
selling scams online for sure.
Well, because he has to do the homeschool.
Oh man, I'll get a message through him from someone else. Like, talking shit.
No,
Whatever. No, I'm not worried.
No,
I don't have a problem with him.
Maybe
But
once,
yeah, it's crazy.
I think once COVID kind of like settles down again or whatever, and people start going out again, people are really gonna start like, hey, let's meet up and like we haven't seen each other in forever or whatever, and do that. But anyway,
I mean, by then, so many people are gonna. I mean, even once it's over, people are gonna be scared of diseases, and they're gonna keep wearing masks for years.
yeah.
That's just the way it is.
So anyway, what is this? What's the stay home after sex question about? I'm not getting it.
Well, I was gonna ask you if you go out to the bars, and meet a girl. Let's say it's not even that. Let's say more personal. It's a girl you used to know, and you start talking. You meet up, have some drinks, you go home, you hook up. Are you the type of guy that would rather get dressed and go home or just sleep there?
It depends, but it honestly depends. If I was drinking and I was really into it, which I wouldn't really. I'm not the type that would like sleep with a girl that I'm not really into. On rare occasions, I would, but most of the time, like if it was a girl I knew and then we like hung out or whatever, I would stay. Yeah. I wouldn't like go out of my way to leave that.
If you stay, is it because you want to stay or is it so you don't make them feel bad about something?
It's mostly because I want to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get up and drive while
Yeah,
I'm
me
fucking
too.
wasted or tired.
But sometimes, it happens. You know, you have sex and then you're like, your clothes are right there. You're like, does she set my clothes aside so I can get dressed and leave? Does she want me to stay? No one's really gonna say it or ask like, "Hey, like."
If I'm
could sleep on that side of the bed.
If I'm regretting the interaction, then yes, I'm more likely to get up and leave or whatever. Just because I'm regretting, I'm not feeling good, you know. And then there was times like where you'll stay and you'll wake up in the morning and you're like, oh crap, what have I done? Oh my god.
In the morning?
Yeah, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to be here. And
better go. My mom's calling me.
And I remember this one time, I was with this girl, and I stayed, and I woke up in the morning, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, woke up, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's light outside. She's not there. She went out to like walk her dog or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god. And I start putting on my clothes super fast, like to put it on. And as I put on my pants, I hear the door opening, jingle, 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 opening up, and I'm like, oh crap. I put my shirt on, and then there was this like kind of island thing where the bathroom connected to the kitchen, and then like the kitchen went to the room or whatever. And she like came in, and then she like I hear her coming in and walking that way, so I walk quietly this way, and I kind of like get to the door and I just sneak out and just like go down the stairs or like run down the stairs.
Snuck out?
Yeah,
dude.
Like while she walked through,
I could never. I just sit there on the bed waiting. Mommy will come home soon.
No, because I was like, oh man, she's not in here. Okay, I can sneak out, and then, oh man, I didn't want to like that awkward kind of morning like.
Yeah. So
I was just like, oh man, and I already had it in my mind that I was gonna sneak out, and then it just so happened that she was coming back in, you know, and I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, like she texted me like when I was already in my car, and she's like, oh, you already left, and I'm like, yeah, sorry, I had to go, blah blah blah, and whatever. So,
man, it's weird for me. I'm always like looking for I want to stay. I just want to go to sleep. I don't have to drive home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Right? Especially if you're drinking, probably. So I'm looking for a sign.
Dude, if
anything she says that's like, I don't know. Do you want coffee in the morning? Oh, yes, that's the sign right there. That's an easy one. But usually it's something more subtle.
Has it ever been like they kicked you out? They told you that.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Oh, fuck, man. Walk of shame. Straight up, dude. I was in Romania. I was with Robert, one of my friends from here. And we meet my cousin and some of his friends. And we go out to some bars. And we walk into this bar. It's a small bar. Everyone's dancing and stuff. And I'm walking past, and there's just the hottest girl in the room. And I just like, damn, right? Well, I'll keep walking. One of my cousin's friends, I don't know, he saw me look at her or something, dude. Fucking shout out to this guy. He comes, he pulls me, he's like, hey, come here. He takes me back, and he's like, hey, points to the girl. You, come here. Talk to him. Dude, I was like, what the hell? And she just starts talking to me, dude, and then she's with three of her friends, and then we're just talking. We go back to our table. It's me and my cousin and his friends, and drinks are super drinks, so I'm just like able to buy everyone drinks for like hell, like $20 shots for everyone, right? And by the end of it, they're German, and obviously everyone speaks English, but they're all German.
Wait a second, people in Romania speak English?
Yeah.
What?
Some of the smarter people. Well, not everyone's from there. My cousin and his friends are from Austria, but so we're sitting there. And it's just a funny story. The whole thing's funny. Like in the U.S., you meet a girl that's with her friends. Good luck. That's gonna be a hard one, right? Like you have to impress her friends and her, and like her friends are gonna try to stop her from going home with you, right?
Unless you're Sam, obviously.
In this case, so what happens is like me and just one of her friends.
The friends are pushing her to go with you.
Dude, I was with her. Yeah, it was weird. And they're like, we're walking back to like their place. I'm walking them home. And they're like, the girl I'm talking to, like the hot girl in the club, right? She's all nervous, and her friend's like, "You guys are gonna fuck tonight."
Oh, you know what they thought you were? You were a lifestyle dick.
I don't know. I figured it out after. I'll tell you. We go home, right? We do our thing. Immediately, she's German. The thing I've heard about Germans is they're very selfish during sex. So they only care about themselves. They don't care about the other person. I've heard this with German men, right? They only care about themselves. They will not do anything to please the other person.
Like both male and female, or just?
Well, I just heard about this for male, but I quickly learned it's for females too. As soon as she's done, boom, get off me. She's done. She goes to the bathroom. She's like, basically crossing her hands. She's like, okay. And I'm like, you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, okay, I'll get dressed. She's like, okay. Dude, just like, get the fuck out. We're done here. Get out. Dude, it was weird. Like, I didn't finish, first of all, which is fine. I don't care. But it was just like this, like, feel like a piece of shit. Like,
well,
she's like, get out, you can go. I'm done with you.
Was she like really into it? Really into it?
I don't know. I
think right afterwards,
she seemed to have some kind of self-image. I think she had a kid, and she was worried about what she looked like. She was hot, but she was worried about what she looked like. And then, I mean, I just left.
You think she got peer pressured into it?
I don't think so. Maybe, like, she hasn't hooked up. Maybe because she has a kid. That's why her friends are like, you guys are fucking. I don't care what's happening. You two are going to fuck.
Like she
was into me, but I think maybe she was just nervous. And so that's what happened, man. I just walked across town back to my hotel. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? God damn, I hate Germans, man. Dude, it was weird. And
that's crazy.
I don't know where that came from, but I think
it's getting kicked out.
Yeah. So it had no choice there. It was just pure. Get out. We're done here. You can go.
I don't recall ever being in that kind of situation where I was like kicked out of somewhere or whatever.
No.
Yeah.
The Germans, I think.
I have had like some awkward mornings when before when I was just learning how to be like learning how to have sex, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like when you just like you were really bad and you didn't know you were bad, but you were bad. And then later on you realize, oh shit, I'm not doing this right.
No.
and then
I'm not supposed to move my whole body.
No,
this is not very efficient.
It's not about you. It's about like and the more you realize that like later on is that sex is like about the other person more than it is about you. And then if you focus on like making them feel good and they focus on making you feel good, like then it's fucking awesome.
There you go. Then you get it worked out perfect.
Yeah. But what usually happens is you'll have someone that's like they're afraid and they don't know what they're doing or whatever, and they're just thinking about themselves. And then you're like, man, like that used to be me. Like you used to be like you didn't know what the hell was going on. You were all like selfish, like anybody else or whatever. Just like
you ever hook up? So you've had the hookups where you're probably like the one that's like, wow, I've really stepped out of my zone here. This is out of my like, what do you call it? Out of my range. Like, this is not someone I could typically hook up with.
Yeah. Well, it's a perception.
Well, you have that either way. This is beyond what I've ever been with before.
Right.
You ever been with someone that acts that way towards you? Like they're nervous and they're the you can see that the way they're acting. They're like wow, I sure feel lucky here, and it's really weird, right? Oh, that's never happened. Okay, never mind.
No. I think there has been. I never really honestly. Let's not block this.
Let's say it's
I've never honestly been like paid attention to it too much, but there's been times where, like, they're kind of scared or whatever, and like you're just like, especially when you're super. When I was super in shape, and I was at the top of my game. I think it was like right after deployment, coming back. I was just like this massive fucking stud, and like, dude, it was a huge difference. Like when you're coming in from a world of like complete stress to like coming back to the clubbing scene or whatever, and you just don't care, and you're just like you're having a great time or whatever, and then you're talking to girls or whatever, and then like, they're easy. It's easy to go to the next step, which is like go to like some cool place and bang somewhere like that's not just your room or their room
on a sailboat somewhere.
On a boat, yeah, on somebody else's boat.
Oh my god!
Yeah, outside the.
I've only done someone
UW
else's
stadium.
I've only done a golf cart. God damn.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's just super hot, so hot." But
yeah, sometimes you get someone who.
Honestly, but anyway, to answer the question, I never really paid attention to like that they were like worshiping you or whatever.
No, you're like a German.
No, I never paid attention to it. Like I know there have been a lot of girls that enjoyed my company, and there's been a lot of girls that also didn't enjoy my company.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so. And
those are the worst
they're all
ones.
Learning experiences.
Those are for sure like something you don't want to repeat. It's like someone that is just putting up with you, but they don't want to be there.
Well, honestly, I would want to do it again just to see like, what was I doing wrong, you know? And it's just a learning thing. You're like, hey, what did I do that was not that didn't make this work out or whatever, and then change it, and then later on, improve and become a better person.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
16.
16?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask specifically who it was, but who was it?
This is chick from my math class.
Yeah?
She's a freshman.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
So it was the beginning of the school year, end of the school year?
I was supposed to be her...
Tutor? No.
Math tutor. No, that's what she told her dad. No,
you goddamn German. You.
Yeah.
You little Nazi.
You know how I got her number, too? I wrote it down from some other dude's arm.
No way.
Yeah, she wrote her number on some other dude's arm.
And you got her number? No.
Yeah.
Wow. I never thought of that.
It slid into her DM.
Slid into her flip phone. Damn.
Yeah, no, and then I was in a metal band at the time, so... or we were a punk band at the time.
I remember that.
And then we were on the radio, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this like they like call out or whatever." And I texted her that time. I was like, "Yo, listen to the radio right here." And I just told her on the radio, I'm like, "Yo, I think you're hot."
She's like, "Wait, how do you know my number?"
Yeah, exactly.
Why am I on the radio?
Why are you on the radio?
Holy shit!
Yeah. Talk about
my virginity story.
Talk about sliding
nowhere.
to the DM, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Boom, after that's it, man. We were banging left and right. But once again, it was completely, first time, completely inexperienced. And then, and where it happened, it was at, there's a lake kind of right by Glenridge. Do you know that lake? You know what I'm talking about?
Like Panther Lake.
No, there's like a little ass lake. It's not even like.
It's a pond then.
Yeah, it's like a pond. You know what it is?
It's a sewer pond.
Sewer pond, yeah.
You lost your virginity in a sewer pond.
Yeah, so there's this road that goes there. I want to.
Oh my god!
Check that place out. See if that still exists.
There's the ponds in front of the school where it's like I don't know what storage water, and there's a lake. Oh, across the street from the school.
Yeah.
There was a monk church thing there.
Is that what it is?
There's a
I saw that little monkey. Yeah.
Fuck.
There's this little entrance over there.
What
that
the hell?
You can drive your car down.
Wait, how old did you say you were?
I was 16.
Oh, because you live down the street from there.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, elementary school. That's across the school from me.
She didn't live far from there.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what her name was? Courtney Neer.
Oh my god, I was about to say I knew a Courtney in my grade.
Yeah, in your
Courtney.
grade, she had her sister. Her last name Neer, but her first name was like Ashley or something.
No, I don't know her.
She's super hot too.
Some Courtney girl. Actually, I think she's a stripper now or something. Courtney.
No, this one she's got a hair. She's like a small business does her own hair studio.
Yeah.
She still blocked me on social media.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, when we broke up,
Just send her a message. You might want to unblock me if you want to see this
dude,
podcast about you.
Back in the day, I used to have like this long black hair and all this crazy shit, kind of chubby, whatever. But anyway, I was driving home with Sonny, just this Indian dude.
I know him. I was
Yeah,
friends with him.
Sonny,
He started working for a guy that managed the strip clubs, and he was a really nice guy, but he became a weirdo. Because he was like, yeah, strip club this, come by, we got the chicks with, blah, blah, blah.
Honestly, I met him later on in life, and I don't think he...
Oh, my God.
He seemed like a really nice guy, but I think that was a front. I think he's actually not as nice as he makes.
Something weird. He's a big Indian.
Yeah, but anyway,
Big Indian.
Anyway, I'm driving Sonny to the gas station, and he hears Courtney walking on the side of the street. This motherfucker opens the window and yells, "Fuck you, bitch!"
What the hell?
Yeah, well, my car, the Nissan 87 300Z, the only type of car that's like that in the whole school, dude. Like,
big ass guy.
big ass like, "Fuck you, bitch," and she's
Big
like,
ass
she
Indian.
flips me off, and that's it. After that, blocked, never again.
Oh,
Fuck you,
she knew
Will.
your car?
Yeah, she knew my car. It's as if I was talking shit. I was like, "Fucking Sonny, what the fuck's your problem?"
And that's the girl you lost your virginity to?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Man.
I gotta tell her one day, like, "Hey, listen, that fucking moment, like, sorry about if that even fucking matters." But her dad walked in on us once, like, dude, we came home.
Dude,
oh
that's
my
such a
God.
good story.
Shit.
Not the girl I lost my virginity to.
So awkward.
It was like my first real girlfriend. We dated for like a year. We met because I met up with her. Me and my friends were selling her and her friends shrooms. We used to go pick shrooms. And we go pick them. We sold them to her. And we go to like a friend's house. It was on Mercer Island. Some rich ass girl that's just a piece of, some shithead, whatever. No good. But we sell them to her. On the way out, like, we're fucking with them a little bit as they're getting high. We're like just messing with them. Hey, you're going crazy.
Wait, is this you losing the virginity?
No. That was before this. But, so it's just funny for the shroom thing. On our way out of the house, as they're high and we're leaving,
Parents come home.
I grab a little bit of the shrooms back because they left them on the table. I grab a little bit. When we get in the car, I'm like, "Hey guys, took some back," and both of my friends are like, "We did too." We left them with nothing. Anyways, the same girl. We date for like a year, and kind of in the beginning of it,
She's like, "You thief."
I was sneaking into her house, and I'd stay in her bedroom because her parents wouldn't know, and her parent I'd have to hide in the closet for like 2 hours at a time while she went. She had to go talk to her parents for a while, and then when it was time for me to leave, she'd have to go make sure she'd distract her parents in their bedroom so I can go out the front door and like unlock the lock nice and quietly and walk out. Anyways, one day she was like, "Hey, my dad wants to talk to you." I'm like, "Oh fuck!" She's like,
He knows
I think she's like, I think he found out that you snuck in because the net on the window screen, he found it in the garden. Dead battery.
No, it's out of memory.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I go over there like a little pussy man. I'm like, hey, all scared, like he's gonna beat my fucking ass. He found that I was sneaking in their house and probably knows I was having sex with his daughter, and we're sitting down in the living room. The window I snuck in is right there, and he's like, "Hey, so
Having the talk. Okay.
I know that you snuck into the house.
What were you doing?
No, he was a pussy.
Was your pecker
He didn't
inside
say
my
nothing.
daughter?
He was just afraid to talk about it, just as much as I was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was afraid to talk about it. He's like, so I found the screen from the window on the ground, and I think I know what that means.
What does that mean?
Can we please not do that again? Oh my god, damn, this guy's way too nice. I feel so bad. I felt worse probably because he was nice about it. But I don't remember what happened after that. One day, her parents loved me. They wanted us to be together because they can use me to control her. I was a good guy to some degree. I sold their shrooms and I stole them back, but I was still a good guy, like, in a way, Her parents liked me, and she was she could uncontrollable by her parents, I guess you could say. And then one day her mom sits to me. She's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." Because she's like, my daughter's a hoe, pretty much, right? She's like, so, I think you, I'm not going to say her name, but she's like, you and my daughter, I think you need to get intimate more often.
What?
Like, what? Are you, what the hell is this? What is happening? Like, she just needs more intimacy. You just need to get intimate with her more.
Intimate more, no condoms.
Dude, what I got out of it was like, my daughter needs sex. If you don't do it, she's not going to be there for you. I want you with her. Give her the sex.
Oh, so maybe they were chatting on the sideline.
I don't know, man. But they're also against that. But
were you just not giving it to her?
Nah, I'm sure we were. I don't remember, but
what do you remember?
She just
do you remember? It
maybe that's what I
struggle?
translated. Maybe she really just meant just be more deep with her. Tell her you love her. Give her a ring. Here, she literally gave me a ring to give to her. She's like, here's my mom's ring.
That's what she meant by intimacy. Yeah, possible.
I mean, the way she said it, you can tell she felt awkward to say it.
Mm-hmm.
So 100% what I thought at the time was, you need to have sex with my daughter more if you want to be with her, and we want you to be with her, so you should have more sex with her.
So what is she doing now?
I don't know.
Is she still around?
We met up years and years and years later. Just
she's
like
super
caught
hot.
up.
Is she super hot now, or like?
Just cute.
She's cute.
Yeah, but no, it's
cuter before.
I need to get more intimate with her mom. No, I'm just joking.
Have you ever gotten intimate with somebody's mom?
No.
Never?
No.
Really?
I mean,
dude,
someone's mom that I didn't know, but
oh, okay. No one's mom like that.
No. I had a friend in high school, Dallas.
Heard of him, yeah.
He had a hot mom.
Yeah,
I always thought she was flirting with me, and it made me feel really good. But
I think she was.
Maybe
she was flirting with everybody.
Super hot.
Yeah,
but
the moms that know they're hot and they flirt with everybody on purpose.
I think, right?
Yeah, no, they do it on purpose because they see you like you're wondering like, are they flirting with me? Like, yeah, they are. It's like it's not like they're gonna. They're not gonna.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but there's teachers.
Cougars is a thing.
There's teachers that have sex with kids, so there's definitely moms that flirt with their son's kids.
There's moms
son's friends.
Son's friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Friends, yeah.
And this is not online Pornhub stuff. This is real life. I mean, there's teachers
you
all the time getting caught messing around with students. Of course, there's some kid's mom that's messing around with his friends.
Yeah, but it's a lot worse when it's a dude teacher and a chick student.
So much worse.
Yeah, so much worse.
So much worse.
It's like high five if it's the other way around, but the other way it's like messed up, which is still messed up, Well, it's like the
you know why
the roles. Different.
About to get controversial here because girls are dumb and it's not right to take advantage of dumb little girls. But the little boys, they should know better, or they do know better, and they know to move on forward with this teacher or friend's mom.
No, it's both taking advantage.
No, they're taking advantage, but people don't care because girls.
They're not evil.
No, it's not they're not evil. It's just like if you take advantage of a girl, it's like she didn't know any better. How dare you take advantage of a boy? Well, I mean, he knew what he was doing, right?
High five, son. You did a great job. Did you
Yeah.
just stick it to her?
Yeah, it's so much worse. I mean, but it's funny. Actually, it's funny how you don't really hear about the male teachers taking advantage of female students, but you always see on the news.
You see the ones that get caught.
But it's not something that's that bad on the news. It's not like, here, we have a really shocking story. No, it's like, yo, listen to this. This high school kid has sex with both his teachers. Like, that's what they say it is,
Well,
right?
no,
It's
when
not so negative.
When it's like a dude banging like two female teachers, but if it's the other way around, it's like
That's what I'm saying.
it's like
It's really bad.
really bad. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So we're all, like, against it, but we're all also proud of that.
Supporting
Damn, that boy. We're proud of you, man. You're going to go places in life. Teachers, you're going nowhere. You know, thanks for your service, but you went for a little boy. It's nothing to be proud of there.
Some lonely ass teachers, man.
There's nothing like a male teacher taking advantage of a student. It's nothing like it.
Well, does it matter if it's if they're 18? Oh no, I mean, what I'm saying is like,
overall
well, high
society,
school,
not really.
high school, you turn 18 like senior year. So like senior year, you bang your teacher. Is that okay?
I mean, no, because in my eyes,
Because you're still
right? How old, you have a sister?
No,
She's not that much younger than you. but-
Why is it not okay?
Because
Because
I have brothers and sisters who are, let's say, from 4 years and younger. I'm 29. If I meet a girl who's my younger brother's age, and it's not because of my brother, but if I meet a girl, let's just say she's 22, not even 18, 22, like, there's such a big difference in like the maturity of the person from 29 to 22 that it's just like, this is too big of a difference for these two people to be hooking up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a huge difference.
No.
It's
I
weird.
totally agree. I agree.
And you go from that, like,
like a-
whatever, you want to do it, it's fine. It's weird, but whatever.
They say your brain develops by like 26, 27.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
mean,
you
you
think
go through a
completely
lot
differently,
in
yeah.
those years, but and then you take someone that's 30-something, and they're legally allowed to have sex with someone that's 18. God damn, that's weird. Like, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I don't think that should be allowed, but it's allowed. You have to put a number somewhere. You have to put the limit somewhere, and that's where it is.
Well, if you can die for your country at 18, you can vote. You're technically an adult. And when they're talking about changing it to 21, I mean, like, what does an 18-year-old really know? But tell the government that, yeah, we're gonna change your soldiers from 18 to 21.
Well, they'll lose a lot,
Yeah.
so they won't do that.
I mean, like 21-year-olds would not want to join the military versus an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, I joined when I was 18. I was gun ho, ready to go.
Yeah, you get
And
those guys
even though
in the
now-
college cafeteria. Hey, do some pull-ups. Yeah, hey, big boy, come here, just impress these ladies.
No, man, I saw my brother come back from basic training. Dude, he was I was like,
Yeah, I remember
man,
that.
I need to do that. I need to do that shit, and I did it.
I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, see, if I was 21 when that happened, I would have thought of it completely differently. And if I was 26, I would have been like, fuck that.
Hell no.
But that's because when you're young, it's like you don't have anything else going for you, and so you're okay with dedicating like a year, 2 years of your life, you know, to duty or whatever, like service. But when you're 26, 27, you're already like you're about to start hitting those years that are like preparing you for your prime in your 30s and then late 30s, and that's technically like your prime or whatever. And then you're not gonna want to waste like 2-3 years if you're not doing something already by the time you're 26, 27. If you're just escaping your mom's basement, like you're a late bloomer. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
man, there's plenty of people that should do it just because it'll help them out in the long run, anyways.
Yeah.
Some people
if you're not
are better
going
off just moving on
if you're
directly
not going
out of high school.
if you're not going to college, you need to go to the army.
Yeah.
You should.
I mean,
and
some
then
people for sure.
if you are going to college and you go to college and you didn't get some like cush ass job or whatever career that you really wanted, go to the army. Join the army, join the Navy, join the
about
Air
girls?
Force, join the service. Same shit. And the best one is National Guard, because you First of all, they'll pay for your college education. If you already went to college, they'll pay like 50%, like some $50,000 or some shit like that. But if you're not, go to the National Guard. You'll do your 6 months, 8 months, whatever, depending on the job you choose. And usually choose a career you want to try that you're not going to pursue in your civilian life. So you have like so you have like a double whammy. So basically, like you have a skill that you can utilize for something. And then at the same time, you then in the civilian world go learn some other skill or some other thing, because the Army will then pay for your education. Yeah. And for example, in Washington State, you had tuition assistance. Then after a certain time, you'd get a GI Bill, which would pay you basically to go to school. But tuition assistance paid for your classes. So that was at the time. But now it's changed that if you're in the National Guard, they will pay. It's a full free ride in state schools. So you still have tuition assistance, you still have GI Bill, and now you have a free ride in the university. So basically what happens is you give your GI Bill, your schooling shit, you give that to your kids. You still get a degree in a field that some different field compared to what you were trained for. And now you just come out of it like a lot more skillful, like a skilled individual, a better citizen or whatever. You go travel the world a little bit, deploy if you do, or whatever, and then see some of the dirty butt cracks of the world that most people will never go to, and then like see what it's like and then come back.
But it's good to see those places, because then you learn to appreciate the U.S., which is so much to appreciate here. Mm-hmm. There's so much. Like, can you imagine, like, take two people, one person doesn't seem to have a lot of options out of high school, so he goes and joins the military. Imagine the difference between that and someone who goes and wins the lottery. Like, one person's going to learn all this new skills and personality and discipline, and the other person, I mean, fuck, what happens if you win the lottery?
You'll spend that money.
The lottery, let's say it's the perfect job, or
they say after 3 months you get used to it. You get used to that income, and now it's falling from grace.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Because if you you go buy your dream car, you think I wanted this forever. I've saved up $10K. I'm gonna go buy this car I really want. People come to me and like, I'm gonna buy this car. I saved up a bunch of money. I'm gonna spend everything I saved. I'm gonna go buy a really nice car that I've always wanted. I'm like, dude, within a month, you're going to be used to driving that car. Yeah. And it's not going to mean shit to you anymore. Yeah. But you could have done so much more with that money.
Yeah. That's actually, Eric was saying some shit about like, oh, the Army, like he was saying like, the Army didn't get me my, where I'm at today or whatever, like had nothing to do with it. It was all my own hard work. And then is like, well, wait a second. Like, his hard work was working a full-time job while going to school, which is like a coding school or whatever, which was really tough, really tough. Constantly fucking working or school. But what he didn't or failed to mention at the time, and later then he said, yeah, you're right, is that he learned to embrace the suck somewhere. And he learned that in the Army.
Well, you don't know that. I mean, you're embracing it, and you don't even know it.
Yeah, but
sometimes.
you learn to embrace like the fucking grind, the nasty bullshit, the fucking just get up super early, go into this cold ass, whatever it is, blah blah blah, having to do this struggle, whatever this obstacle is, people yelling at you and whatever, and then at the end of it, like you're done. And then you go back to sleep to wake up to do it again, and you go through this like months of this shit, and you get used to it. And then when you come back to the civilian world, like go to school and go to work, and it's like it's tough, but it's not that tough, Yeah. So
I have the same amount of respect for someone like, let's say, goes to the military. Like, let's say they're a piece of shit. They go to the military, they come back, and they're just like organized and disciplined, and they have goals. I have the same respect for some fucking criminal who just hustled and then sold drugs. He's on the streets, and eventually he turns that around, and he makes something out of it. Like
Yeah.
I get the same respect out of that person as someone who went and like served in the military, because it's like you took something shitty, and you could have been dead or in prison or whatever the hell the circumstances might be, but it's not going to be good, and you turned it into something good. Like you just take what you learn and convert it and then use it like in the correct type of way, like benefits other people and you. And you can raise a family off of that,
Right, exactly. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, personally, I don't know what the hell would happen if I joined the military or if I won the lottery. If I won, I'm scared.
If you joined the military,
I'm scared of joining the lottery.
You would have enjoyed it. You would have enjoyed it.
I probably would.
What would you have done as a job?
Again, just like you buy a nice car, you get used to it. You join the military.
You never played around with that thought like I'm gonna enlist in the military.
Yeah,
you did
not really.
Never.
I have the mindset that I can do more for myself with that time than the military can do for me. Because I'm pretty disciplined. Like I can
at 18 years old, you were thinking about that.
By 20.
Okay.
So I mean, no. You know what, man? I don't know. By 15, I already had a job where I was going to work before high school. I was going to work at like 4 a.m. I'd go to high school after, and then after high school, I'd go back to work. So I'd work like 6 hours a day, maybe 3 hours before.
And then at night, you'd break the windows at the school.
No, that was before, man. That was before. And that actually helped me.
So
in one sense, it screwed me up with school, but in another sense, I was working, so I had money, and I was able to pay people to do my reports and all that for me. So that helped me graduate in the end, but it also, like, people would be like, hey, let's go hang out, let's go do something after school. I'm like, I'm going to work. Like, sorry, man. I'm going to work. On the weekends, though, I do some stupid fucking shit. A lot of stupid stuff on the weekends because there's no school, no work. It's like, oh, it's a fucking party, but... yeah, I would go to. That's good for me. I think it had to be, even though I hated the job. But
you never played sports or anything like that.
I did track in like 6th grade, 7th grade, football 7th grade, 8th grade, and after that I was just a piece of shit. Like just fucking screwed around. My parents made it difficult though, man. I was doing football. My parents would be like, if you need exercise or something like that, you can work in the yard. They
didn't want you to play
give
football?
a shit about it. Yeah, my neighbor came to maybe a couple of my games, and my parents didn't know nothing about it, which I don't blame them. I mean, they're worried about 12, 11 kids. Yeah, they're not worried about me playing football. Yeah. They don't even know what the hell's going on there.
Yeah, my parents didn't really come to my football games either. But I didn't really care.
Yeah, but imagine the difference between I don't care if they come and it doesn't hurt me, and what you get out of like your parents showing you that they care.
They did come sometimes. They come sometimes. Like Vitaly would come sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. He came sometimes.
Vitaly go Kirill!
They'd be screaming Kirill, screaming some shit. I'm like they're gonna help me. Like, no, you can't help me. This is training. This is a team.
You guys went to a different school. You were Meeker or?
I went to Northwood. Yeah, Northwood. Yeah, Northwood, and then you were in Meeker, so we fought you guys, and then.
Dude, we had one black guy on our team. His name was
Latrell. Oh, dude, I saw him later on. I saw him later on by the Walgreens over there near the hospital.
Such
crackhead,
a cool
dude. Crackhead,
no, he's not a crackhead.
Yeah, dude.
His brother.
Latrell turned into a crackhead.
Oh, no.
Yeah, crackhead as fuck.
He's such a cool guy, man. His brother's
super cool guy, but he got hit on some. He got stuck on some shit.
Fuck, dude.
I saw him. He was tweaking.
Carried the fuck. We were undefeated. Yeah. Because of him and only him. And one day he gets in trouble. One class, or I don't know what happens. And the coach just, to do the right thing, he suspends him for one game. That's the one game we lost that year.
The Latrell, dude.
He carried the whole
I remember
fucking
him.
team.
I remember him, yeah.
Undefeated
we heard
because
about
of
him.
him.
We heard about him in Northwood.
Dude, I remember his older brother beat up the fucking security guard at the middle school. It was a woman, but still a security guard woman. She was tough. His brother in middle school beat her up. He was huge, man, like naturally just fucking big. And he, like, one day, we're in middle school, he gets in a fight with a high school kid that was like 17, beats his ass.
Yeah.
Dude, Jesus fucking Christ, man. If he had the right, like, leadership or coach, like, imagine where you can go with that.
Yeah.
But
no, it's sad, man. Yeah, I saw him later on. He was tweaking. So he's lost all.
Damn. I saw him at the gym once. I remember.
No, I've seen him at the gym too, and then there was a time where he, like, after high school, I saw him a couple times, and then he seemed fine, and then, like, I don't know, when I came back and I was living in on Petrovitsky over there, like, stopped by the gas station
I
after
used to
work
live over
one
there,
day.
I think, yeah.
I stopped by the gas station at work one day, and he asked me for change.
Damn.
And I was
It's
just like,
him?
yeah, and I was like, Latrell.
That's so weird. I thought it was I knew his brother, his little brother, but you know his older brother was on Washington's Most Wanted?
No,
Didn't know that?
no,
Fucked up, man.
that's crazy, dude.
He-
That's crazy.
He was on Washington's Most Wanted. I knew him, and he seemed like a cool guy, but he was on Washington's Most Wanted for raping a 6-year-old kid because he was babysitting or something like that.
That's crazy.
I knew that, and one day I meet Mitch the trail at the gym, and then I don't know. I was like, "Hey, let me buy some weed." Yeah, meet me later. Blah blah blah. We meet up, and then he shows up with his brother Chris. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's on Washington's Most Wanted. And am I supposed to call like cops or like? I'm like, I don't believe that shit they say, man. I don't believe it. They're just trying to get him for something else. Like, they're just making that up so someone will report him.
Fuck, dude.
I didn't say anything. I was like, fuck. It was weird, man.
Yeah, that's
Leave
crazy.
and just never see him again. Fucking weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm just like, I remember I was like, man, dude, like, Latrell, what the fuck? What happened to you, man?
Oh,
And then he's just like, what's up?
probably a fucked up childhood or something.
No, he was it. He was on drugs at that point, and then once you're on drugs, you're done.
How long after high school was that?
So I would have been gone in the military. I was already working for Boeing. So this was probably like 3 or 4 years after. So this is probably like
I saw him maybe a
15,
year
16.
or two later because I was still living here and it was after high school before I moved to Portland. And I seen him at the gym. He just got a little more chubby, but that was it. He seemed really cool, really nice, and I guess sometime after that,
Yeah, no, I
Probably.
saw him at the gym too. You talking about like LA Fitness?
it was Gold's.
Oh
Gym.
yeah, my
Yeah.
Fitness and yeah,
Yeah.
my fitness, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I saw him there too a couple times. But anyway, that's crazy.
Anyways,
Yeah.
crazy. We're doing a podcast.
Yeah, talking about high school.
The crazy
People,
shit that no one fucking. Sorry, guys. No one knows anything about this, but it's a podcast, so I don't
Alright.
know. Don't you you listen to other podcasts, huh? This is not the only one you listen to.
I honestly started listening to Call Her Daddy.
What is that?
That is like a sex podcast
Sex?
for chicks. Yeah.
Like educational or?
No, it's like a comedy sex podcast.
I listened to one once. I was like some Playmates podcast. It was like, oh, this sound. I was working delivery. I was little. I was like, oh, this is hot. There's like porn
No,
on
it's
the
just,
radio.
it's just like
It was shit.
some college chick that was a soccer player.
Yeah.
Started a podcast, got picked up by a Barstool Sports. So it's like a sex podcast for like whatever. She has some like big name podcasts talking about like how to properly like suck dick and how to give like the proper
So it's like a woman's magazine.
kind of, yeah, and like how to like eat a girl out and like it's
You
for men
listen
too,
to this
it's for
all the
men too.
time, or you have listened to it?
No, I just listened to I was just listening to her because we started doing this, and then I started listening to her podcast just to kind of like hear, like check out what's going on. Because honestly, she's like 25, 26.
Uh-huh.
She's like our age. So, and then she's been doing it for like 2.5 years, and she exploded. You know, so like she's at like her 100 episode, and she's like, she's just behind Joe Rogan, kind of right now.
Damn.
But she edits her shit like crazy. And then I like it, like the sound of her voice. It sounds cool, you know. And then I like she talks about. I'm starting to pick up her like mannerisms. That like she tries to like her like the way she's trying to like push the comedy and like the personality or whatever.
What does she have?
Like her show. I'm picking it up, and so that's why I've been listening to a few more episodes. Is like to like.
Does she have like a daytime entertainment type job?
No. She does podcasting.
That's all she talks about?
That's all she does.
Huh.
Well, she makes like $500,000 from what I was able to figure out.
I mean, make 50K sounds successful.
$500,000 a year. Once you're doing that, dude.
Even if it's 50K, man, that's successful.
Oh, sorry, $500K. My bad.
Yeah,
$500,000.
Yeah.
I thought I was saying 50K. Yeah.
No. I was saying 50K. If I made 50K on a podcast, I'd be like, we're going places. Hell
dude.
yeah, man. Oh
shit.
And is that it?
Would you stop though? Would you stop? Would you just be doing podcasting at that point?
No.
No, I'd be doing other shit, dude.
I wouldn't stop until you're making a lot. Until it's like
I wouldn't stop. If I was enjoying it, I would just keep doing it.
I do other stuff
And do other shit, yeah. Because like if you think about it, like I was looking
always
on her
cars.
podcast. She was. It seems like she records on Monday and Tuesday, and then she posts. So she records on Monday, and like Monday or Tuesday, and then she edits that night, and she posts on Wednesdays. And she says that she like records for 3 hours straight, and then she edits it all out or whatever. She'll edit that podcast, but she'll also make like other content around it, and she'll vlog during the day.
When you're at work, do you listen to podcasts or just music? So you work in an office.
When I'm at work, I work.
I know, but I've been there. You have music playing.
I'll listen to like I'll have like music playing that's like for hold music, and I'll just unplug it from the hold music to like just hear it out loud. But most of the time, is either I'm answering a phone call, I'm typing up an email, I'm typing up some type of policy procedure or whatever, or doing some kind of conversation or some shit. It's really tough. Mechanics, no problem. They can put on their headphones when I'm doing some type of repair. Yeah, I can put on some headphones and
for me
go. But
I think if I had a job where I couldn't listen to podcasts or music, I couldn't do that job.
So you listen to music while you work on cars?
Yeah, music. Mainly, I hope I can get an interesting podcast.
That's where you get all the music from. I'm like, man, where's Sam getting all these like sweet sounds?
And if I can't listen to music or a podcast at whatever job I'm doing, it's not the right job for me. Because it's not because I can't listen to it, but it's because it involves certain types of things where I'm not free enough to listen to something. Yeah. Because it just makes the time go by quicker. It makes the work day.
What I would argue, like, so I'm at work at 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. and from 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm fucking working on like policy writing. Like if I could have the whole day to work on business, that would be amazing. But that doesn't happen. You'll have like 2 hours here in the morning before the phone calls start coming in. You got to start dealing with the customers. Dealing with the mechanics, they got their questions, and then in the breaks of time that like you just solve the problem, and other ones before another one develops, you're quickly like, I'm back to the management task of building the business and working on the business.
Yeah.
And then
so like
it's constantly.
When you go, your gym involves working with other people, so you don't listen to stuff there.
At the gym?
Yeah, your gym is MMA gym.
Yeah, no.
You don't go to like late weightlifting.
No. But when the gyms were open before this COVID bullshit, I would go during lunch. Like, so we do an hour and a half lunch break. I would go to do the gym and run, and then I'd listen to music there, obviously.
Yeah.
And like I'd listen to podcasts or music while I drive.
I have a bunch of podcasts I listen to. I think one of my favorite ones. They only upload once a week. And it's Concrete Podcast, and they list like a lot of the more recent stuff. Is the one I showed you about is like the guy from the prison that writes people's stories, and some of it ends up being books and movies, and because it's crazy.
Honestly,
stories.
I think that dude's full of shit.
Well,
I just have
the cool
a feeling.
part is that he tells
out.
you he's full of shit. He says he's a sociopath kind of, but the stories he writes. Like War Dogs was an actual movie.
Yeah, but was it a real story?
It's a real story.
Whose life? His life?
Not his life. He's in prison with other people, and he'll basically write their biography into a movie. or into a book.
Into a story.
And that's one of the ones that kind of got stolen from him. Like,
So are you saying the next podcasters need to get arrested and go to jail to then write down people's stories and talk about it?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you get some good stories out of prison, for sure, right? Either way, that's just one of the guests that they have on there. They have other people on there too that is just like really interesting stuff. I'm not here to promote them, but if you want to listen to a podcast, that's a good one. That's not a huge one. Joe Rogan, obviously, is great.
All right.
What is T.O. comedian with the mullet?
Oh yeah, dude. He got big when COVID first started, but
he's hilarious.
It hasn't. I haven't listened to his podcast since.
No,
I listened to like 2 or 3, and then like they were good, but nothing has spiked my interest about him.
Theo. Fuck, what's his name?
Yeah, exactly. He's not memorable.
No, I know him. He's memorable to me as well. I just can't remember his name right now. He's so fucking clever, man. The words, the fucking like little metaphors and shit he comes up with is just crazy. But no, I like those. And then some like crime type stuff.
Yeah.
Crime podcasts.
So who's gonna be our next guest?
Our next guest.
Vitaly.
Are you up to it? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, he's being a little brat lately, but
If you had to, if you had to get another guest, or no, not a guest, but you have to join. You have to get a third person to join, and they were permanent. Would you prefer it to be a guy or a girl?
a third person, a permanent person would be tough because you have to align the schedules.
Okay,
So
that has,
third person would be tough. But yeah, I'd actually, a girl would be nice.
it'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right,
A female,
but a guy would be cool too.
Check, girl.
If it's the right girl, it could be cooler than any guy. But you're more likely to get a guy who could fill this spot.
Yeah.
But the right girl would be better.
No, yeah, girl.
For now, we have
girls.
some fish.
Yeah. I don't know, like some people call into the shop all the time and they're like, hey, like they talk to Villetta answers the phone and they're like, I want to speak to a dude or a guy.
Yeah.
I want to speak to a mechanic. I want to speak to, and they get mad. They get so mad, and then she's like, how can I help you? You know, like, what do you need?
Oh, you need to speak to a man?
I need
Okay, 1 second.
And,
Hey, how's it?
Yeah.
What do you need?
yeah, it's like, and she had this situation happen to her where the dude was like, oh man, I'm trying to remember. Hold on, it's like
Immigrants,
no, dude was like,
Immigrants, huh?
no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does not matter. It's like they just totally disregard like her experience. Like she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about or something, but she does. So they'll be like, I want to speak to a man, and she's like, all right, I'll put you with the service advisor, and she'll put them on hold and be like, this fucking asshole, like, like he's like, he doesn't want to talk to me because I'm a girl. I was like, yo, I'm like, hello, what do you like? How can I help you? And he'd be like, hey,
I'm trans.
So, yeah, I got whatever problem, blah blah blah, and like, yeah. So what do I do about that? I'm like, you schedule an appointment. He's like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'll bring it in. Okay, when can I do that? Like, yeah, please hold. Boop, send it back to Villetta. She's like, all right, let me schedule. No, they do. They schedule. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah, but then
God.
some guys are like, yeah, I spoke with your secretary. I'm like, you mean my service advisor? Yeah. Like, no, she's not a secretary.
I would just be like, you mean the boss?
Yeah, exactly.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, like shit. No, but she started writing blog posts now, so we just started doing it for the shop.
For work?
For the shop, for the website, yeah. So she's gonna get a lot more. She'll know a lot more about cars. She'll know a lot more about cars than most people. Yeah. And she does know a lot more about cars than most people. So like most guys will like they
most people don't know shit.
Exactly.
You just tell them something that sounds. Yep.
And honestly,
that
why the fuck are you trying
like
to
the
diagnose
problem.
your car over the phone? Yeah. Okay. Do we work on it? Yes.
It makes this
Schedule
sound.
the appointment. Yeah, schedule the appointment so then a fucking technician can look at it. What the hell is the office gonna do for you? Help you diagnose it. One dude's like, "Yo, so I replaced everything on the car: filter, spark plugs, whatever the fuck, blah 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 blah. Like, it's still popping a code for fuel system too rich. What could it be?" I'm like, a vacuum leak. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, whoa. How do you go about figuring out where the leak is?" And I'm like, "You bring it in for a diagnostic, $64 per half hour. It takes about 3 hours." Instead of saying you do a smoke test or whatever, because he's looking for, he's trying to fish out how he can figure it out
Himself.
exactly. Which is, I used to do it all the time, but
This is not the way to do it. Go online, you dumbass.
yeah,
Google
exactly.
it. You don't call a
wasting my
shop.
fucking time.
Friggin', they're gonna talk you into spending $64 an hour.
Yeah, dude, we're here to work, man. We got a fucking job. You
Oh
want
my
to fix it
God.
right, or you trying to fucking learn how to Google search, motherfucker? Goddamn.
You have any plans, any ideas to switch things up at the shop?
Yeah, so
Big
we're looking at going into the dealership. So we got a dealership already set up. It's called Sputnik Auto Sales. That's ready to go. All we need is the fucking location. So we're looking at getting the wholesale license next, and then just sell through a different dealer until we get the second location.
But then get you a location. Someone that's willing to do it for cheap. It's just a location you can probably do a dealer out of. It's just not a great.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's not. Yeah, it's not an issue. Honestly, we don't have time right now. Right now, we're searching for. Yeah. We're basically advancing the way we're hiring technicians and just turning it into finding quality guys. And then we got a good guy right now. He's really good. Jordan. He's a fucking champ. And Val, we just had another guy, got rid of him. We just interviewed another guy, and he's starting on Wednesday. And then I got another guy lined up, and then 3 other guys in the shoot. So once we get 3 guys on board, I'm back to fucking blasting advertisements, because we had to slow down advertising for a while because we had way too many customers and not enough quality technicians to do the work. So once that's taken care of, we're also called a service writer. Once we talk to a service manager chick, she sounds really cool. Hopefully we'll interview her shortly, and if she can deliver like she sounds like she can,
I'd hate looking
passes
for
the
employees,
interview.
Man. I'd hate looking for employees.
It's just that's the way. That's the businessman. That's it.
Sounds like the worst.
You have to literally you have to be good at managing the operation, and then reporting structures and evaluations. How do you evaluate a manager? How do you know a manager is being successful at being a manager?
No,
it's how he evaluates the employees.
Yeah.
And how they operate. So he has standards, he has policy, and then policy creates SOPs, standard operating procedures. So policy is rules, standard operating procedures is how you accomplish those rules, and then the employees or the work, the technicians, whatever, they churn out the work following policy and procedure. The managers just make sure that everybody in their spots are following the policies and procedures accordingly. And when there's a failure, you document it, it is evaluated, and then the manager adapts the policy and procedure to fix that mistake. Yeah. And then that report goes up higher. And then the manager's manager makes sure that the manager is managing properly. And that's it. And then that's how structures out, built on top of itself, which it's its own fucking ball game. After you learn how to fix cars and shit, after that it's fucking management. It's goddamn, how do you fucking manage these motherfuckers?
Yeah, I can't imagine. We're having to work with a bunch of people, and you're the one in charge.
Yeah, it's it's crazy.
Me and my brother, Andre.
Yeah,
obviously. We talked about it before, but we're talking more about it today. He used to work carbon fibers with Boeing, and he quit there, but he knows how to make carbon fiber panels and stuff like that, and we were thinking about making some carbon fiber, certain type of car parts that you can sell. Like, I want to make a carbon. I mean, I was gonna buy one and install it, but I was like, if we can make one, that'd be so much cooler. Make a carbon fiber roof for my car and install it. It's just pretty much epoxied on there, and maybe some rivets or something. But besides that, there's a lot of stuff you can make pretty easily. I had an idea of like the back of the seats. It's just like this plastic case around the back, because they're kind of like race type seats. And the back of it, it's just this plastic cover, like. I forget how it comes off, but it's pretty simple. And you just make that in carbon fiber. Hella people will buy that.
Oh, absolutely.
You could do that with so many different types of sports cars.
Dude,
the roof,
you can make a fiber optic.
Fiber optic computer. Yeah. So we're
Carbon
thinking about
fiber
that,
dick, and someone will buy it.
Actually, I know there's a company that makes carbon fiber parts. And he makes carbon fiber dildos.
Yeah.
And he sells those. And it's one of his big advertisement things. He'll have like some sexy Asian chicks modeling with their cars. And it's always something dirty. Like this Din Man something. But he's always got some like kinky Asian girl stuff going on for the advertisements, for like promotions of parts and stuff. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, whatever gets attention, right?
Yeah.
Trump can do it. You can do it with your fucking carbon fiber.
All right, you princes of Maine, you kings of New England. We're going to call it a night. We had a great conversation.
Boom.
Boom. So who's going to be on our next podcast?
Who's going to be?
It's going to be...
probably no one,
Vitaly.
but we can try.
Try to get Vitaly on here.
We can try Vitaly. We just have to limit his... word count.
Get I spoke with Olga as well. She's interested. She's interested talking about the college life. Soren, get Soren on here. Yeah, ooh, that'd be nice. Yeah,
we can.
Yeah, get Soren on here.
Clean out the laundry.
Did he hear the last one?
No,
he didn't hear it.
I didn't send that to anyone. So
I sent it, dude. I sent it.
But thanks.